for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything.
Hello, we are back live. Let's go. Chalo guys,
Exactly
we'll
the
watch
same. So,
some
whatever happens
crazy
in this
final
matchup
battles,
is going
man.
to be
Let's go.
pretty important here. Paula's
Lille
using a
regional
shield
is
at
going
the very
on
beginning because Aquatel is super effective. You can tell by
at
that
the
red
last
shield there.
stages.
He's trying
Let's
to
go.
get as much energy as possible, but these bone clubs really hurt.
Bone clubs will definitely hurt. That Boom knows this and pulling up this protect shield, saving this Clodsire from that damage, but he has so much energy there to unleash on this Alolan, on this Marowak. In comes the next Aquatel. Is this enough to knock out? I don't think so.
Oh, it's super effective. It's not quite enough. The bone club is ready, but the Marowak is basically gone. Boom says, okay, that's fine. This bone club can go through. I just wanted this Pokemon out of the way, and I think he's going to try to farm, but you see Paula tapping as well. She doesn't want to give any extra farm to any Pokemon coming in. Drop-in has one poison sting advantage.
Cool, it's
Poison
1
Sting
all. Let's
advantage
see.
is all it takes to flip this matchup, but this one poison sting advantage would mean that maybe this Drapion wins his mirror matchup, but that might give the Ariados of Poloshab at the back some energy lead, and that could completely flip how this game goes.
Yeah, two Aquatails almost stored on Paula's side.
XYZ,
We're gonna
welcome
go ahead,
in.
Let that first one go through. We see how much damage this
Stream audio is
going
fine,
to
bro,
do.
right?
It's quite a bit, but will 2 be enough? Looks like trying to go for that charge attack priority a little bit risky since he was ahead by one charge attack there. Does Paula want to use her shield, or wish she could
Paula
take the
real
She
queen of
does.
PvP.
She
Let's
uses
see,
her
bro.
shield on the Drapion.
This is very, very close now.
This
Boom
this
saying,
should
"All right,
KO, I
okay,
think.
if you're gonna put up a protection, so am I." He knows that he's in the energy lead.
ऑडियो एक बार
So
एक्चुअली
let's see
कंफर्म
how
कर
these
देना,
two
like
trainers try
ऐसा
to
तो नहीं कि
maneuver
मेरा
around
कम
this
है और
endgame.
स्ट्रीम
We
का
know
ज्यादा
Boom
है,
is
like
going to
that,
get
like
to the
balanced
boom
है ना.
first. We know that he could go for the charge attack priority, but in this case, he's like, all right, fine, I don't mind. I want this Drapion out of the way so that my Ariados can shine at the back.
And look like this. Paula has the Marowak for a
Both
potential
tails down.
swap to catch a charge attack at some point. But we saw it before. He's going to outpace, but he ends
Oh.
up getting that catch
Nice
from
catch.
Paula onto
Nice
that low
catch.
Marowak. All of that energy now gone, and Ariados now has a little bit of lead.
All that energy is gone indeed, but this means that Paula can farm extra energy. Oh my, Boom goes for that catch, but unfortunately it's gonna be this lunge.
Period
and
for
Paula
5 good
is in the
people.
driver's seat
Yeah, they are
here
in the
because
winner's
all
run,
the
right?
damage
So
that's coming
definitely
from this
they
Ariados
beat
is
some
gonna
good
be
trainer, then only they are
lesser and
continuing,
lesser.
bro, right?
But this is true.
भाई,
There's a
winners
big
finals चल रहा है,
energy
bro.
advantage on Paula's,
So,
but Paula has no Pokemon
long
to
run
swap
it,
out
they
on.
must
Boom
have
is
beaten a
going
lot
to
of
be
good
able to
trainers,
get to
man.
a couple of lunges himself.
Best
That
of
is
best
going
they are
to
fighting now.
guarantee that the attack of Paula's is not going to be as impactful. He still has that drop in that I believe is one poison sting away from an Aquatail of his own. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah, all Boom might want to do is to get this Ariados in a range where one Aquatail will be enough to knock out, and Paula knows that she has to make sure her energy is sufficient to just get to that charge attack exactly at the same time.
Who wins
as the
priority?
Drapion would. But let's see, it's still close.
Okay, she has 2, I think.
Building
So
up
yeah.
on
I think.
multiple lunges here. First lunge comes in.
Does
Will
this
this be
KO?
enough to knock out
If
the
this
Ariados?
KOs,
I don't
he
think
wins.
so.
This is so smart of Paula too. She's always
No.
making sure she has 2 bank just in case. But at this point, look, she is at it. She knows she wins that charge attack priority. This is enough to knock out the Drapion. She's so close to another attack here. Will Boom be able to get off the lunge in time? He's cleared his debuff. He's 1 away. This will be doing a lot, but there's just not a lot left in the tank here.
Does
Is
this
this
KO?
lunge enough?
Does
Is this lunge
KO?
enough? Fully charging
Yeah,
it.
it
In
KO'd,
comes the lunge, and that's enough to take out the Ariados from
Bro,
Paula.
close game, man.
What
Your
a
team, welcome
game.
in. What's up?
All the way down to the wire.
Yeah, again, these matches are completely close between the two of them there. Boom was saying, okay, fine. Even if I don't get to this Aquatail, I
Welcome
have
to the stream,
make you throw
everybody.
energy
Make sure to
because
like
now
the
I can
stream, guys.
clear
Who do you
that
think
debuff,
is
come
going
back
to
in. I
go
wasn't even
into
sure
the
if the
grand
lunge was
finals?
enough
Is it
at
going
that
to be
point
Boom or is it
because
going to
the
be
Ariados-
Paula, sir?
I mean, it's not very effective damage. If
वो
you're
भी
throwing
टू कल से देख रहा है,
a
अच्छा खेल रहा है
bug-type
बहुत.
attack at
मैं आज
another
के मैचेस
bug
देख
there.
रहा था, like अभी
It's
लास्ट
also
1 hour
part
से I have been
poison.
watching
It's also
last
part
1 or 2 hours.
Exactly. But at this point, Paula
इसके
has to
previous
make a
match
change
जो
to her gameplay. She
loser
did
semis
win
हुआ
that
था,
lead,
right?
but winning
Colin
that lead
versus
proved costly. We've seen this happen multiple times.
Colin
in this
versus मैं
tournament.
भूल
We
गया other
saw
trainer का नाम.
Nancy
That
Rock
battle,
win
that
lead
match
with
was
one
also very
HP
nice,
on
bro.
the
Like, it
Ariados,
was also a
but
close
later,
battle.
that energy lead
As a
how
1
it
HP clutch,
came
did you guys
throughout the
watch
game.
that?
So
Loser
this is
semis?
all about how you manage energy. It's also one of the things that I touched upon. Yes, you're now ahead, but what happens if Paula's Ariados.
Zygarde.
Yeah, exactly. And Paula played it so
Lex or
smart. There
what?
wasn't a lot she could do in that situation because she had to throw before that Dropion was able to throw off an Aqua Tail, or else that would have been able to make her go down as well. Unfortunately for her, wasn't able to get up to another lunge in time. Look at this. We're going into the next game. This could be a decisive game. If Boom 20
Mirror
wins
match,
this, he will
yeah.
continue on into the winner's finals. Paula needs to grab this game back from him to stay in it on the winner's side of the bracket.
It's going to depend on which of these Ariados is win charge attack priority, and it's going to be Paula Shah's Ariados that wins
Paula
charge
Shah
attack
wins
priority. The
TMP,
first lunge
okay.
goes in, debuffing Boom's Ariados, so whatever lunges that comes back, all of them will be debuffed.
Yeah, now
Kazim ko to
going through
destroy
this
call
launch
in there.
will
Whom
be
you are
able to
supporting?
Debuff the attack of Paula's as
I'm
well, but
supporting
if
the
you look
winner,
at the
dude.
health
I
bars
don't
here,
have
you
any
definitely see that
favorites, to be
Paula's
honest.
Ariados is a little more healthy, and that's because her launch went through first, and now we know that
I'm
Josh
just going to
priority,
enjoy
this is
these
both of
battles,
them
man.
content to play out this matchup.
Yeah.
As a
Both of them
neutral
are,
supporter.
because I think they know that they probably might have a polarizing matchup towards the end game here. Boom is known to make certain swaps that can kind of flip the game.
Pani
on top
area
of
must
its
dikta,
head.
that's
Let's see
true.
what he does here. Going
I
again
agree.
for that lunge. Both these Pokemon now in the yellow.
Backline dekho
It
chat. He has
still
Shadow,
looks to be
Quaggy
really
and
closely
Azu.
contested here.
Paula has
Yeah,
Azu
at
and
this point,
Shadow.
the lunge should
Marowak.
not even still be enough to knock out the Ariados, but Paula's is still much more healthy, and Boom might even pivot after this point because he doesn't want to be able to do that. That's exactly what he's
You
going
are
to do.
with Boom,
An
let's
interesting
see.
matchup. This is not great for a Zoomerl normally to be stuck in an Ariados matchup.
Boom
Paula
just needs to
plays
win this
masterfully,
match to
going
get
for
into
the
grand
launch
finals,
bait
right?
instead of the
Yeah.
Trailblaze, which would have done more
But I
damage,
really want
and Boom does
Paula
not
to win this so
shield.
that we're going to the
shield
match
indeed,
5,
but
guys.
Paula can now bring her own Azumarill. This means that Boom's Azumarill is now going to do a lot less damage, but Boom did save that energy up on his Ariados for a potential flip in and then throw that Trailblaze onto this Azumarill. But that's one of the things that we see as well. The switch clock has been misaligned, so this is something.
Ariados
Boom
पकड़ने
will
का
do
अच्छा वाला. I
great
do
throughout
have
the tournament.
PvP IB
I mean, you
Ariados.
saw
But
Boom's eyes
वही है.
light up as the lunge went through. That not very effective.
एक Shadow
damage,
Kanto Marrow है
barely
लेकिन अभी बहुत
chipping
बकवास है.
away
10, 10,
the
11.
Zoomerl. He expected
तो
his
Shadow
Zoomerl to
है.
be
It will
more
not
at the
matter much.
halfway
You
point,
can
more
still
about
use
what
it, bro.
is now from that first attack of
Shadows
Ariados.
तो people
Instead,
use some
he has
random
a ton of
edges, man,
energy,
so it
and
does
like you
not
just
matter,
pointed
dude.
out, Abhi, that switch timer is almost up. He's going to be able to drop out here, clear the debuff, and maybe
Like
get
just
energy
make
on
sure उसकी
whatever
CPs
else
कहाँ
is
तक जा
coming
रही है.
in.
Like
But
I was
listen,
using
Ariados
Shadow
coming right
Glider
back in
90.
here, but he's
You saw my
yet to
Shadow
use
Glider
this
IB,
attack
right?
to
Which
split
I was
up.
using
Doesn't
last
want
season
his
team.
shield to be able to do anything.
You can
No,
definitely
content
use,
to let it
man.
go.
If it is in like 40,
But
90s,
I'm
then you
interested
can
to
use
see
it.
which of these
Go for
Pokemon
it.
will come back into the game. Will it be the Quagsire? Yes, it is. This energy on this Quagsire, these Mudshot gains energy so fast. It will definitely get to a Stone Edge before the Azumarill can unleash a move here.
still
Quagsire
KO,
looks like
right?
it's in the driving seat. The Stone Edge will be enough to knock out the Azumarill.
Azumarill not bothering to even shield it up here. Paula still has 2 Pokemon remaining. Wants to eat both of these shields for the Alola Marowak. Now that the Quagsire has been chipped a little bit, look how much damage these
Shadow Quaggy
snaps
wins,
alone
right?
are doing. She knows she
But
has
like
2
she can
shields,
double
knows these are
seal
super
and
effective,
just farm
but at the
him
same
down,
point,
right?
She's caught on Boom a couple of times. I think there is a plan cooking in Paula's mind. Let's see if she's able to execute.
Yes, she has to start prying these shields away from Boom here. First Protect Shield given to that Quagsire and Bone Club shielded, but the Quagsire is already at the energy needed for another Aqua Tail. Another one goes in, but the Quagsire is so deep into the red here. Can Azumarill do it? Can
Before he
Azumarill
gets to
have
another
enough
Aqua Tail,
damage to get
he
rid
can
of this
farm him
Marowak?
down,
And
right? Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
the
he's
Ariados
off.
at the back.
Look how much there is. There's a Bone Club and a half loaded here. The first one going through. There's only 1 Protect Shield remaining. Boom is at the Ice Beam, but I think he's worried that she's going to catch on the Ariados, and I wonder how they're going to play. You can see both of them looking. She's tapping. She's trying to get there, but he knows he's at 100 energy. First Ice Beam coming through. He needs 1 more bubble.
I think
and
it's
you see a
GG,
complete
maybe.
undercharge.
Complete undercharge, but I think this is enough to still knock out 1 more bubble indeed. This is getting to the Ice Beam, and Azumarill gets it, and this will be
Yeah.
enough to knock out this Marowak, and boom! Boom goes to the grand finals.
Taking it in, Ice Beam connects, even though there was something loaded. Boom just goes, boom, here in Lille, taking out all
Congo
the
to
former
boom.
champions.
To grand
taking
finals,
out
let's go.
many people here. His first tournament ever, sticking in the winner's side of
Excuse
the
me.
bracket. Well, I'll keep keep
उस समय
saying
कहता
it,
था
yet
जब
we
रॉकेट्स
didn't
में
know
था
his name
पर लगता है
before. We
2021 में उसके
definitely
बाद आया ही नहीं
know it
वापस
now.
What a way, what a way to
Shadow
announce
Kanto, yeah,
yourself
it
to
is
the
very rare,
Pokemon
man. It
Go
is not in the,
PvP
yeah, that's true.
community. This is it. One
इस
game
बार
away.
भी
He's
जो
now
Team
another
Rocket
best of
event
5
हुआ था,
away
it was
from
not
being
there, right?
crowned
Yeah.
the Lille regional champion. I think he'll be one of the first trainers ever to do their
Click
first
क्यों नहीं
tournament
वो
and be
move
crowned
पे?
as their as
Maybe
a champion
कुछ
since the circuit
miscounting
I
हो
mean, he
गया होगा,
definitely is
maybe.
well on his way. He went from the
Maybe he thought like
basically, you know,
one turn
150
कुछ हुआ होगा
competitors.
तभी.
He made it onto day 2 to be top 16,
Because pretty
top
sure
4. Now he's
he
top
Marowak
2
will win
for
CMP there, right?
Sure. Again, this is the only other similar run I can think of is Pato Man in Liverpool. Just
Did they
basically
both
coming
like
in,
reach at the
having a
same time
name
or
that's
Azu
not
reached
well
first,
recognized
bro?
within the circuit, but within the grassroots.
Lille won.
Name the making it.
And boom, boom goes to the grand knockout. This is getting to the ice charge, but I think this is enough to still knock out one more bubble indeed. This is getting to the ice beam and Azumarill
Yeah,
gets
I think
it, and this will be
she
enough to
did
knock
not
out
tap
this.
there,
This is
yeah.
getting to the ice beam and Azumarill gets it, and this will be
That's what. कुछ तो हुआ.
Tournament
CC was
and
also
crown.
surprised why what happened there.
where he recognized and put it in everybody's mind that Swampert is
इसको क्या
not
पता
a
कौन सा
Shadow
मन मेरा
Charizard
बन
answer.
चाहे उस टाइम
I mean,
ट्रांसफर
there's
कर
so
दिया
many
अपन लॉल
different
भाई
plays,
मेरे पे
there's
तो
so
है
many
ही नहीं ब्रो
different
ट्रांसफर तो
players.
दूर की
I
बात
would
है. I
love to
wasn't
go
even
ahead
playing
and
that
look
game
at all the different
at
matches, because
2021.
as you remember, most of these games came down to the absolute wire. Both of these trainers played out of their
Maybe
minds
she
in this
miscounted यार.
competition.
She thought
Yeah,
that maybe
this
he's
is
like
game
one
number
more
one
bubble
where
shot something
Boom
like
was
that.
able to launch
हाँ
his
बोन का
Ariados.
bloated था. Like it
Was
was
a
they
catch
both
indeed, but
reached to
it
the
was a
move at the
catch for
same
a
time,
launch, and
but
that
I
is
don't know,
not
for
the
some
damage that
reason.
you want to catch here. Super close here. 2 mud shots coming in to take out the Azumarill, and again another 2 mud shots coming in to take out this Marowak before it can throw that charge attack. What amazing game sense by
Same
Boom.
thing
He was
happened. I saw
relieved
one
here.
more
Game
match
number 2. Paula brings
where,
it back with these back-to-back.
There was a guy where he waited for too long against Colin. Did you guys see that match? Like it was in the losers run only, like half an hour back or 1 hour back, where he just had to throw aerial ace on Mandy on the shadow Drapion, but he waited for like too long, and Drapion like Colin made it to Aqua Tail. तो हो जाता है यार वो उस टाइम प्रेशर में this things happen man.
Ice Beam at the very end to complete his journey into the grand finals.
Yeah, Paula, I think, was surprised that the
मैं एक तो ये म्यूजिक बजाते रहते हैं बैकग्राउंड में. मेरे को म्यूजिक से बहुत बीटी होती है भाई. वॉच पार्टी के में म्यूजिक पे वो कॉपीराइट आ जाता है भाई. We'll wait for the battles to begin man. आ जाओ. ठीक है. उससे पहले आ जाओ. We just open the game in the background guys. ठीक है. तो भाई. We'll wait for the match to begin man. कॉपीराइट म्यूजिक कहीं भी लगा देते हैं भाई ये. अभी कितने मैचेस बचे हैं? आई थिंक नाउ वी हैव लूजर्स फाइनल्स लेफ्ट या एंड ग्रैंड फाइनल्स लेफ्ट. सो वी हैव ओनली 2 मैचेस लेफ्ट गाइस. वी आर एट द एंड गेम. ये एंड गेम पे है.
Costing her in the end.
Yeah, but it's all. I think Boom's been absolutely accurate on his energy management. If you saw in that the penultimate game,
How many trainers are left? Especially, are you
Poison
following
Stings on the
this
Drapion
tournament from
before
yesterday?
swapping into the Ariados. This made sure that
So we have
even
Boom,
if
we
she
have Paulasa,
swaps
and I think
the
we have
Drapion
Colin,
back into
right?
that Ariados matchup,
Only these
Paula
3
cannot
are left now,
overflow.
right?
She will be
Top
forced
3?
to throw just one poison string before getting
I
that
think
charge
so.
attack
Only
back.
these 3 are
But
left.
Paula did not have the luxury of doing so, which meant that he could come back in with his Ariados, which had
Yeah, with bro,
the
welcome in.
advantage
हालचाल बढ़िया यार.
and
आप कैसे हो?
take out Paula's Ariados.
Enjoying the
calm,
battles,
calculated
dude.
gaming style there.
Ariados, Dugong, like a lot of these Pokemon really have some.
मैंने सब देखा है. हाँ तो I think
We've seen
last
so
3
often,
trainers ही
some
बचे हैं,
of them
right?
Boost your attack, some of them debuff your opponent. Do you know all of them off the top of your head?
I do know some of them, but we now have a video where you can watch all these attacks and what they do.
Hi there trainers, welcome to this video where we will be talking about status changing charged attacks. My name is Martijn, you may also know me as Inadequance. You may have seen them before in the Go Battle League or in the Show 6 Bring 3 format in the Pokemon Go Championship series. Charged attacks that alter the attack or defense stage of a Pokemon. What makes these attacks so good and how can you use them to your advantage? To start off, How do you know if a charge
Pokemon
attack
Scarlet
can
Violet
change the attack or
किसी के लिए है
defense? You
क्या?
can find this by selecting
नहीं,
a
they all
Pokemon
are
in
like
your
Switch
Pokemon
games,
storage
bro.
and scrolling down to the
You
fast
can
and
play on
charge
PC
attacks
using
that this
emulators,
Pokemon has. If you select trainer
but
battles
they
here, you can
are
see
only
not
for
only the
Switch.
damage per attack, but also if there is a chance of changing the attack or defense of the opponent. In some cases, this is even guaranteed. Generally, these attacks are not strong in terms of damage, but they can be key to flipping a battle in your favor. Let's take a look at Dugong, for example.
If Dugong was a Dugong वाला तो बड़ी
Pokemon
मैच
that
आज
wins
सबके
a
साथ
lot of neutral battles,
भाई ये सब
and
कमांड
mostly
डिस्कॉर्ड पे लिखो
because
ओ
of
मॉड
the charge attack
मॉड
and
होके
speed.
टैप
When
कर रहे हो
used, Icy Wind drops the attack stage of the opponent by one stage. This makes Dugong excellent in a battle that takes longer. You could even come out of the battle with another Icy Wind loaded.
ये क्या ज्ञान दे
leading
रहा?
to the next Pokemon
पता नहीं he's
that
telling
is
something
brought
about
onto the
moves
battlefield.
and something,
Having
bro.
a
I didn't
Pokemon that can lower the
pay
attack or
attention to that.
defense of the opponent is a strong and safe option to lead in your battles. There are also attacks that lower your own status upon using. The best example here is Deoxys.
No, he's talking about the moves which can debuff or, you know,
attack Psycho Boost,
debuff and
but
boost.
this
He's
will
talking
drop the
about
user's
saying
attack
about
by
those
2
attacks.
stages. Now you're wondering, is my Pokemon stuck with this attack debuff for the remainder of the battle? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Status
We have the
changes
losers
are
finals
cleared
next chat.
upon switching
Paulasa
out
versus
the battle.
Colin.
What you will see
And
many
then we'll have
players
grand
do
finals.
is
The last
launch
two
the
matches.
Psycho Boost quickly into the opponent and swap into the next Pokemon to clear the attack debuff for when Deoxys defense comes back into battle later. There are also charge attacks that can boost your own attack or defense. Poliwrath, for example, can win the mirror matchup with Power Up Punch. This is not a strong charge
Inadequate for a
attack,
reason.
but it's low in energy cost and it raises the attack stats of the user by one stage. One last thing, not all status changing attacks are guaranteed. Some only have a chance to trigger the effect. Examples are Crunch, Scald, and Zap Cannon. It's worth getting familiar with these attacks as they can aid you in building a strategy for your battles. Go to pokemon.com/play.
इसका कॉपीराइट आएगा भाई मैं क्लिक के दे रहा हूँ भाई इसके पीछे में जब म्यूजिक बज रहा है ना उसका कॉपीराइट आएगा भाई लास्ट वॉच पार्टी पे भी हुआ था अबे भाई रुक तो भाई विल वेट 70 सेकंड चैट डिऑक्सिस एक्सटिंक्ट हो गया अरे तो हर बार एक ही टाइप पोकेमॉन थोड़ी यूज करोगे चेंज होना चाहिए यार we should get new pokemons in the meta every time, right?
First and foremost, and then all in two very familiar names in that losers finals. Boom, awaiting them in the grand finals. His first play Pokemon tournament. That's crazy, no? He's already pretty well known in grassroots tournaments. If you are also getting to the top at the you also could do that, Leo.
Yeah, we cannot trade them also, right? Yeah.
I got to top 100. Maybe you could win a regional. Maybe I should try again because the last two attempts were not very successful. But I won the cup in Utrecht. Fair. What did you win in Utrecht? Yeah, I also won something. Oh, very cool. Maybe a medal or something. And these players also have a medal already. A great tournament so far. And we have Ariados in our top 3 on every team. I told you, it's spider season.
Azu तो कब से चल रहा है यार Azu सही में यार Azu like जब से PvP start हुआ है Azu कभी भी out of meta गया ही नहीं है dude.
Such a strong call, protecting the Ariados from these flying types as well as those, well, grass types don't really threaten them. Ariados kind of protects the
Azu ना bubble number को अगले season
like a Superior. Superior is so incredibly strong, has the same type attack boost, Frenzy Plant, paces very fast, is super bulky. Not in this game, I'm just theoretically talking about it. Leo, can you find a difference between these teams? It's a mirror match. It's a mirror match? Yeah. No. The exact same Pokemon. That's crazy. Shadow Marowak has been so impactful. It was great at Louisville last week. Now we're here again. We go to game number 1 of the losers finals. Bao Lash on the left with the Shadow Marowak. And guess what? On the right from Colin, this also is Shadow Marowak. It is a mirror.
भाई पूरी team ही same है dude.
Can't wait to see who
They both have
comes out
identical
top here.
team.
This is going to be a bone club. We are not going to see who wins the charge attack priority event. It's possible that both players, or that at least Paula here doesn't want to give away yet if she loses charge attack priority. It could be crucial in this matchup. Waiting a turn here to make sure that Colin doesn't catch a Bone Club on, for example, a Dugong or an Azumarill. No shielding this. That knocks out already. Bone Club is such an efficient attack now. Colin has that shield advantage. Going into the Ariados right away. And Colin doesn't really have that great of an answer. But he does
Ariados counter or Dugong. Marowak कितना क्यों use कर रहे हैं?
Paula gets to the
Like in
perfect
Pro
choice
6
here.
play 3 mein, yeah,
Paula
bro,
has
there are a lot of
used
shadow
a
Marowak.
shield up already. I think Colin can go for a debuff here and then go into the Ariados after dealing a significant amount of damage. What's also noteworthy is that the
I don't know, I'm not sure about like
so much more
Open
damage from
Great
those
League
Mudslaps
GBL
than the
mein,
one for Paula.
like what
This
is
is crazy. Not only do they have the same
top
6
running,
Pokemon, they also
but I
have
don't
in
think
the
his
same
Shadow Marowak
3
is that
Pokemon.
much.
Now the opposing Ariados is here, but Colin is gonna get debuffed all the way, and I don't think that the Ariados from Paula is yet in launch range.
Ninja का पूरा
it's likely
personality
that she
ही
will
Water
get to another
Shuriken है.
launch, which will
true.
severely chip Colin's Ariados, and that may be necessary because the Ariados from Colin is looking just as good. On the other hand, though, she seals the Kanto Marowak and swaps it in right away.
This one has a load of energy. Doesn't even have to go for the Rock Slide because the Bone Club is just so efficient and deals so much damage here. Together with the Mudslides, there is still so much time for Colin needed to get out into the Dugong right here. It's going to force another shield though with the Trailblaze.
But look, I think the clock on Colin's switch timer might almost be up. It's almost up. A few seconds, and he's able to switch. But Paula didn't throw the Bone Club, going for the Super Factory Rock Slide. This will definitely knock out, and I don't think you can poison stick down. You gotta shield
This
as
will
Colin
KO,
if
this
you
will
want to keep
KO.
the Dugong here. And no, he doesn't
Will KO.
shield.
The rocks fall down onto the Dugong, and now we're going to see so many Mudslaps. This is not going to even reach an attack. The lunge could go through, does not. Mudslap down on the Ariados.
And Paulasha, the queen of PvP, takes the
That
first
was
game
interesting.
against Colin 6, the final boss. She
Bone
didn't
Club
even
और
have
buff
to
होना
rebuke
चाहिए.
her
हाँ भाई,
third
क्या भाई,
Pokemon,
hello?
Despite that being the same one.
Shadow
Colin
के
had
लिए
that.
already
It was
sufficient है, dude.
Ariados, Dugong, and Kanto Marowak, the Shadow version, all on the field there. There was 2 of each.
Do you bring anything else in this scenario? Because I feel like the Malamar is kind of good against this line, and yeah, basically the Malamar is pretty good.
It's very neutral. It's very neutral, right? That's play all over the board there. I just want to point out that even though Shadow Marowak has stole the show a couple times now, right? Also last week in Louisville. It's also that Dugong that has been so important with its coverage in ice and ground, plus its bulk and its ability to lower the attack of the opponent, making it
अभी 40 energy for
play
survive
out,
power है.
a matchup that's not
अभी तो
great,
नहीं
such
buff
as
up होगा,
Shadow
maybe
Marowak into Dugong. You don't want to stay
next
in there.
season
Because
के
Dugong shifts
बाद
the
buff
first
हो
attack,
तो
it's
अभी तो
gonna
I don't
debuff
think
your
होगा.
attack, and then your next one won't do as much
ये
damage.
मतलब
making
just
it
next
such a
season जो आएगा
powerful
ना,
pick,
उस
especially
पे भी
in
नहीं
this
होगा
matchup
मेरे
here.
हिसाब से.
But you have seen Colin letting the Rock Slide go in the end there because he knew the Mudslaps do so much damage you can't even farm the Shadow Marowak down, thinking that maybe he can reach the Ariados, but also underestimated the damage.
गेटर से पता नहीं दिया भाई, गेटर गायब ही हो गया है dude. Dugong बहुत ज़्यादा आ गया है. Dugong,
Leo, I'm
Superior,
curious if we're gonna see
Drapion,
this
Safe
again.
Swap.
Here we go. We have game number 2, Palasha versus Colin. It's not a mirror team, but it is what you
गेटर
mentioned.
तो है ही नहीं
It's a
top
Malamar
12
from
में.
Colin,
I
and this
think
time,
आज
again
second day
versus
2
the
में.
Shadow Marowak from Palasha in the lead.
And I don't know where I would like the
Day 2 में
Malamar
most
the
used
most here. I
Pokemon
think it has
like
super
top 12 में था
effective superpower against
Galarian
Dugong.
Moltres,
It has
dude.
those
What
sideways
the hell,
against
dude?
the Ariados, but it is just very neutral against the Shadow Marowak. Also, let's go of the Bone Club. This deals a significant amount of damage. A few Mudslaps will be enough to take out the Malamar after this, but first of all, superpower.
Wow, that's interesting because this will debuff your stats, both your
He
attack
can now
and
farm him
defense
down, right?
on that
But he will.
Malamar. And usually
Okay, he gets
shows that they
two.
want to switch out, but looks like Colin is just going for another one, getting the
He will
Marowak
survive
very
this
low.
fight.
And in this case, the backline is
Jordan
very
running away. Yeah,
similar.
people
Once
are
more,
playing
in
like
fact, it's the same.
anti-8,
But
right?
swapping
You
into
know,
the Ariados
वो
right
चल
away
रहा है वो.
to get an energy advantage. I love this play.
इधर ही देख लो, ये जो losers final चल रहा है, Claude किसी की team में ही नहीं है भाई.
Push her a little bit ahead against the opposing Ariados. If she
Reptile
would
से
use
Elite Blade
Charge
पड़ा तो game over.
Security,
But
and
Frenzy
she might
Plant is
know
much
this.
better, dude. Frenzy
Actually, I
Plant,
don't think so because she wants Charge Security early against
that
Blade.
is better
Either way,
compared
you
to
get your
Elite
launch
Blade.
off first, and that ensures you that the launch from Colin does less damage
Reptile की
against
बात
you.
करोगे?
Yep,
अच्छा
that
अच्छा
is true, and that is
Reptile.
going to
मेरे को लगा
stay that way
Serperior
the
बोला था.
entire time. If Colin wants to eventually switch out, he is going to be in
Frenzy
energy
Plant से better Leaf Blade है
disadvantage
Reptile पे.
most of the
Reptile
time. It is going to be a matchup of
Reptile पे
efficiency
bullet
that we
seed है ना?
love.
Fast
She went
move.
for that poison sting down on that Malamar because that
It's
was
like a
kind of Colin's
spammy move है
strategy
ना,
to
Leaf
let
Blade.
this Malamar
Like you
go
can
against the
spam
Shadow
that thing.
Kanto
But Reptile is
Marowak
very
and then
glassy,
farm
dude.
that one down.
And the weaker this
Reptile
Ariados gets from Colin,
Is very very
the
glassy
better the Dugong
Pokemon,
from
man.
Palasha gets
You
in the
cannot
back.
use it.
Lunch still won't knock out. Let's take
Bulk
a look
होता तो
here
number
how
one
this is
grass
gonna
type.
go. Colin
वही
doesn't
तो
have
बात है,
another
bulk
Pokemon. Like,
होता
he does have the
तो
Malamar,
ना,
those
है नहीं
poisons
ना.
stung down. So he only really has a Dugong back in.
There is a reason why
left and back.
Superior OP है
But
अभी.
I don't also think that this one is going to knock out. This is maybe the chance for Colin to afterwards swap out with a little bit of energy left on the Ariados to go
Yeah,
into the Dugong.
Exactly what he does. Very good call, Leo.
He will bank a move and
Good
then
to see
swap.
that there is still energy advantage on the
Debuff and
side
then
of
swap.
Colin. This might not be over right here because this matchup also takes time. He starts shielding off the
Best
Lud. He just
energy,
wants to
power
preserve
move,
that
leap
HP.
blade
You
hai,
have to
third
use your
energy
shields
was
at some
25
point.
power.
Double debuffed as well.
But
I
damage
believe.
wise,
Now
it is
comes
not
in with
that much,
Her
right?
own dugong, and this sets up her own dugong so well into Colin. Do keep in mind, Colin does have his own Ariados.
Gym attack के लिए leap blade बोला था.
Clear his attack
I think PvP में भी leap blade ही recommended है Septile पे मेरे हिसाब से. I don't think Frenzy is
And I
recommended.
believe that there may also be a Bone Club still on Palasha's side. She wins a charge tech priority. This is very valuable information because it might make the mirror matchup
Superior one ice
easier
beam
if
only
you
to
tend
65 damage.
fight for switch advantage from the start of the game.
Ice पड़ी तो फिर भी red में नहीं आता वो. हाँ तो bulk है ना Superior पे. He has bulk, dude.
Very high attacks.
Frenzy
For
plant
another
does
mirror
I
on
think
the side of
70% damage
Colin.
to this thing
Asha
Dugong compared to
going to be
ice.
Slightly above 50%. There is another charge attack on that Ariados. Clears those debuffs from that Dugong of his and throws a Trailblaze, which is rightfully shielded here because this is the attack.
Trailblaze
that
one
deals
shot
most
करता है
amount of
क्या
charge. This
Dugong
is
को?
Free farm for
नहीं ना.
Palasha. This is more energy on
It
her
has
side
less
now.
damage
But
ना.
they still
Trailblaze का
shield
damage
on one
कितना
side.
है?
Don't remember, this gets really close. Another drone's coming through. If Colin knows that there's an attack on that Marowak, you can't shield this because that would deal more damage. Colin is looking like he's a little bit in a pickle here. He's had some wins though where he got away with 1 HP. This is the time to do it again in the second game of the losers finals. But no, he doesn't throw the charge attack just yet and lets it go actually. Colin concedes game number 2 and Paula wins.
He needed
Yes,
2
looks
drill
like
runs
he
there,
went
right?
for
now.
his win con of the icy wind there. Was hoping for it to be this double resisted debuff. Called it twice. Never happened. Paula just straight
नहीं
up
करता one
went
shot.
for drills,
Okay.
knowing that if she gets the
मैंने
Dugong,
पहले
she
Septile
has
से
2
last
Pokemon
meta
that can
में
potentially
Cast,
farm down.
Azu,
Yeah,
Quags,
and just
Dire.
for those watching from home, keep in mind we are now in the losers finals, and just like
Trailblaze
the winners
is
finals,
65 power.
this is a best
Sure.
of 5. So Colin,
Frenzy का कितना power है? What is the power of Frenzy?
games to come back, but he would have to make that reverse sweep. He did this last time, however, when he won the Bologna Special event against
Frenzy का
Tomahawk
कितना
UK,
है?
so he would be
80,
very
90 something है
capable
क्या?
of doing so, but it's gonna be tough. Palasha is not making a lot of mistakes here.
Also, random fun fact, I think both of these trainers have
Trailblaze पे
won a
boost
special event in the
guaranteed है
last
ना?
season
Like
with
it is
the
a
same
guaranteed
team or
boost
regional
ना?
on the
It will
Palasha
100%
side
boost
and
your
a
attack,
special event
right?
on Colin's side, both with a Shadow Magnezone, but was it the exact same team?
I think it was. I think it was at least it was very similar. I believe like the same 4 Pokemon at least. Colin's
Come on,
strength
Colin,
really
let's
is taking
equal
other
it.
people's team and just
Fifth game तक जाओ यार.
players. I don't know
हमें
if we can
पांचों
do
battle
it
देखने
in
हैं.
this scenario as well in this mirror team. I believe that the team of Colin was
100 है क्या?
inspired by
अच्छा, अच्छा.
Lyle Jess, but he replaced one Pokemon with that Ariados, and Ariados has just been so good.
Frenzy one shot
in
करता
this
है.
entire
One
tournament
shot
against
नहीं
Pokemon
करेगा
like
Dugong को,
Dugong
पर
and
फिर भी
Drapion. That
70-80
four is
कर
just
देगा, like,
so strong
yeah.
together.
Dugong में
what
भी
do you
थोड़ा
think
bulk
we're
है यार
going
वो
to think
thing.
about the future? Will players do to adapt to this Ariados dominance in this regional? Because what are you going to bring? More Shadow, Alolan Sandslash?
It may be the answer to those Pokemon. Dugong and Drapion is difficult to answer. Ariados just does so well with that Lunge and Trailblaze.
भाई
Lunge
exact
drops
mirror
the
team है
attack
दोनों
stage
की
as
dude.
well.
All
Trailblaze
6 of
buffs
them
your
are
own
same.
attack. It makes Ariados such a viable Pokemon in the current meta. Here we go. This could be a decisive game. We have Ariados into Malamar.
Must-win
This
game
is a
for
very
Colin.
neutral matchup. One Pokemon deals super effective damage with the fast attack, but the other one, if you land a lunge on that
Lunge
Malamar,
will
it's
KO,
gone.
right?
And
Yeah.
Ariados goes fast here.
But
Wait
that
for
also
lunge.
means that the advantage might lie in there for the Malamar when the shields are up, because of course you will have to shield those lunges, but your Psy Waves deal so much more damage than those Poison Sticks. However, immediately after the debuff, doing a little bit less damage with those Psy Waves.
कौन सा लड़का है
First shield
लड़की?
pull up for
Girl है
Palasha
भाई.
as well.
I think this is kind of good for Colin though, because he has the Ariados in the back and Palasha has double
XYZ
water
इज्जत
attack
से
as
भाई,
well.
इज्जत
Palasha can
करो
take
भाई,
switch
hello.
advantage,
मजाक
but
मजाक
I'm
में
not sure
कुछ भी ना
how
बोलो
relevant
भाई.
that is going to be.
Respect, bro.
I don't think you want to let the full Malamar go here, but let's see. Colin does shield that up. Ariados does win the scenario where both Pokemon have 2 shields. It looks like Paula just swapping out immediately. This is double debuff this superpower, so she might not even shield it.
Yep, he goes for a little bit of chip, but what this does is maybe put the Dugong into one Trailblaze range.
I think maybe, or it gets close. See Colin building up to another attack, going for another superpower actually. I think he knows what Paula may have in the back. If it is Azumarill, you may want to bring in your own Dugong here. Superpower comes through, it puts Dugong into the red, and he brings in the Ariados. This may be what Paula wants.
Yes, and Colin has no shields left, and then Dugong still deals a lot of damage undebuffed against this Ariados. She also has one shield of the advantage, so you said the Ariados is really strong into the backline of Palasha, but is it going to be utilized well here?
do you want to shield this? If this is a
He was
trailblazer,
frenzy
the
bada
drone
20
might
HP
knock
budget
out after, and looks
DOK.
like Paula is putting out the protect shield. She needs to get rid of this.
वो health पे भी
opening.
depend
Go for the
करता है भाई.
drone.
100%
This is not the
Dugong
same
will not
type of
one
tech
shot.
bonus, but
Okay.
it is a little bit more efficient in
Yo
terms
P
of
keyboard,
damage.
welcome
Get
in.
ice
What's
with this.
up?
This might
Long
knock
time
out
no
the
see.
Arios.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं? हम तो आ ही रहे हैं भाई daily.
Does not get it, but now the farm down with another
Almost
ice
हम
shard
तो
gets some
daily
more
आ रहे हैं.
extra
एक आध
energy.
दिन
Has the full HP
left right हो
Azumarill,
जाती है.
half HP Ariados in the back. There is going to be the
Bro,
Malamar.
full health
Malamar's
है तो
energy
बहुत लग
is
रहा है
going
भाई
to
ये.
be completely walled by the Azumarill.
And going for the superpower to stall the clock.
I think it
This
is
does some chip
GG's,
damage
right?
to the Azumarill.
For
Now you
Colin.
can get out into your Dugong. You don't want to keep stay in there with that Malamar. The Malamar still is so
Yeah, Dugong भी full health
dangerous
है ना.
because
वो तो.
Sidewave is such an efficient fast attack right now. It could be very crucial for endgame.
No, it's
Do
not
keep in
over
mind,
yet.
There's also still the area dose from Paula in the back, but it has no energy.
Yeah, the timer is severely misaligned. The Ariados with no energy could become a liability for Paulasha because this could be like a ramp for the Malamar to get more energy and farm down with some sideways. However, if she manages to
उसका इंटरव्यू
sneak this
देखना भाई
Ariados
stream के
into
बाद.
this matchup and get some poison
मैं
sticks
देख के
in,
क्या
she
करूँगा
might
भाई,
reach a
कुछ भी
lunch
हो.
against the Malamar later on.
मैं
But
देख
first
के
of
क्या
all,
ही
we're going
करूँगा.
to see how much this drill run does.
I don't think the next one will work out yet. And Colin's playing so smart as well. He keeps building
हमें
up
क्या यार, हम
energy to
battle
make
enjoy
sure
कर रहे हैं.
if
Battle
Paula
enjoy
swaps
करेंगे
into
भाई.
Ariados, she
क्या
won't
करेंगे
be
हम
able to
जान के
get to a
बताओ.
charge
उस
attack.
info का हम क्या
Colin's
करेंगे?
play
Explain
here
भाई.
and his win conditions are. Let's see what he's going to do. The bubbles don't do much from Azuma, so you have the time. He's building up energy. Paula is gonna try to. Oh, she does catch, but this
this
is
will
all the
KO.
Pokemon you kind of want to
Yeah.
have, I think, or maybe she wants to close with Azuro.
This is very, very dangerous because now there's going to be the drill run in there. Is she going to go for a peekaboo play? Is she going to bring in the Dugong? Goes for the Azumarill. The drill run is going to connect, throws another bubble. Drill run will barely, maybe not knock out, but what can the Malamar do in the back here?
Well, the Malamar doesn't have a lot to do. It can come in here and farm everything down. Let's see, not throwing the charge, like hoping that Colin would swap out, make a mistake, but he doesn't make a mistake. Colin gets a point here.
Jeez, one
Scores
more.
down 2-1.
We want match
Still
5.
in
Let's
favor of
go.
Paula.
Wow, that Malamar really coming through there. I thought, wow, why is he throwing those double, triple, quadruple debuff superpowers into the Dugong? And why is there a Ariados with shield disadvantage? But he just pulled through with the
Drill
Dugong.
and disrespect.
Ariados has been so important for both these trainers, right? It really comes down to sometimes who gets the energy advantage there. But with
आप
the
बोल रहे
Malamar
तो
to
बोल
try
रहा
and
मुझे करने
incorporate
देना इंडियन.
that
अरे इंडियन होने से क्या
Ariados
होता है भाई?
Dugong core,
ये क्या मतलब हुआ? इंडियन नहीं है तो इज्जत नहीं दोगे? ये क्या बात हुई
made
भाई?
it
हेलो.
difficult for Paula there
ये
to
क्या बात
kind
भाई?
of play out of that because she had to go into
Human
the
being तो
Dugong.
है, dude.
Dugong doesn't have a great time here. You can't go into Azumarill because you know
ये क्या
that,
बात हो
that
भाई?
Ariados is in the
इंडियन
back.
है तो
Ariados
इज्जत नहीं
does
दोगे?
so
हेलो.
well
What is
into
this thing?
Azumarill.
Superpower is a very, very efficient charge attack in terms of damage and energy. Of course, that is because it's going to debuff yourself in attack and defense. However, if your opponent swaps in a Dugong to soak some of that damage up, you're still doing super effective damage.
Dugong
If you
as well,
shield
I
the
think
opposing Dugong with
सारे
so much
matches में
damage
थे
on
अभी
the
तक, right?
Malamar
All
because
3
you
matches.
add
I
some
think
energy
area loss.
left,
I
you
think
can go into your own
this
Dugong,
time Colin
secure the
changed it
switch
to
advantage,
Malamar,
and
right? I
just
think so.
take some drill runs, who cares?
That could be the prediction. That could have been the prediction that Colin could have made.
इस
but
बिल्ली
I
को
just
adopt
wanted
कर
to
लो.
try and play it a little bit safe with that Ariados
वो इंडियन ने
there.
एक्सेप्ट नहीं
Even
कर रही,
if
वो
he
ऐसा
can
बोल
just
रहा
get
मैं.
the
अरे
chip
तो
damage,
छोड़ो ना
ramping up on
भाई.
his own Ariados,
आपको
it's
क्या लेना देना?
always a
एक्सेप्ट
good
करे
choice
नहीं
looking at
करे,
the
अब
team
क्या
of
करोगे
Paula.
भाई?
And it
जबरदस्ती
goes
आप
also
थोड़ी
for
कुछ कर
Paula, of
सकते हो
course,
भाई.
against Colin.
उनकी
I believe
मर्जी
both
भाई.
trainers
आप
are
इंडियन हो,
almost
हम
ready.
इंडियन है,
Colin's
बस हो
ready.
गया,
Colin's
खत्म
still
बात.
thinking it through. I mean,
अब वो एक्सेप्ट करे नहीं
can't
करे,
lose
उससे
another
आपका
game.
क्या
Can't
बिगड़
lose
रहा है ये
another game.
बताओ.
He's still on his reverse
आपका थोड़ी कुछ जा रहा है यार.
arc here, so let's see if he can do that. Both trainers are getting ready here.
Cats
We
or
had a
dogs?
mirror team,
I
and we had a
personally
mirror
like
team in
dogs
game
more,
one. Here we
bro.
go. Ariados into Dugong. This is a great lead for Paula.
Yes, that is very,
Yeah,
very
he
big.
brought
You
back
want to throw
Shadow
your
Marrow
first
in
trailblazer and
place
some
of
immediate
Malamar.
pivot out into the Kanto Marowak, and Paula actually throws some poison sticks, so there is an energy advantage on the Marowak. Is Colin going to be able to bait here, or is he going to flip the switch?
Going for the rock slide, that may be charge attack priority, shooting up.
और हमें
first
क्या, वही तो
attack
मैं ही
here.
बोल रहा.
This would definitely do more damage than after an ice wave.
कौन
because
सा
that
dog?
would drop the attack stage.
भाई ऐसा कुछ
Yeah,
नहीं,
it's
but I
Dugong
like
pretty
dog.
healthy.
देखो
Dugong's
वैसे मेरे
basically
रिलेटिव
always
के पास
handy,
फार्म
even though you
एलियन है.
don't really want to use energy on the opposing. Oh, and letting the ice way through. Colin just
मेरे
giving up
cousin
switch.
brother के
Now
पास.
you got to deal with like a full.
मेरा
Dugong
इंटरेक्शन
here.
सिर्फ उसी से हुआ है, बाकी किसी ब्रीड के डॉग से नहीं हुआ है भाई.
Damage on the Dugong that has been done is not quite enough
As
to
a
put it in
pet.
one trailblaze range. Yes, you can throw after 6 poison sticks. You can actually throw after 7 because she tries to
Pitbull?
throw
ना
a very
भाई,
good
Pitbull
timing.
से तो
Does
interaction
this
ही नहीं हुआ
trailblaze
भाई.
knock out? I think it
वो
barely
तो dangerous है
survives him.
भाई.
That is going to be critical in this game.
Danger है भाई वो.
hangs on just pretty comfortably still to get to another charge attack here. I would have liked to see Paula actually throw a little bit earlier before the Triple H from Colin, but also maybe hoping that she could sneak an ice shard here. But
Did she debuff first?
timing. This is very optimal for Colin.
It was a non-debuff rock slide.
He
क्या सीन था?
almost gets there.
Oh,
and yes, he gets the poison
oh,
stick
she
down.
died
He
with
got
the
so
move.
much energy here. And you can't come in with the Malamar. The Malamar gets taken out by one single lunge here.
Polasha was upset
He has to
about
tank
this
damage
build
on
farm.
area,
Was hoping
right,
that Colin
yeah.
had to throw energy, but he is going to lunge this Ariados. You can't catch him.
And he wins
there's a
CMP.
charge attack
Lol.
penalty. One by Colin,
Might
6.
be crucial because now the lunge from Paula is double debuffed. I
Yeah.
think this might be the point where you want to go into Malamar as Paula, but I'm not sure if you can get the farm down with the sidewave before you get to another lunge on
think he
Colin's
swaps out.
Ariados. Do you think he swaps out as
I
well?
think if the Malamar comes in here, I think you
We're
swap
both
out
wrong.
into the Dugong and try to debuff that one. And
We're
they're
both
just
this
going
thing
to
in.
play this. Are we going to see a catch? No, the lunge is going to connect, but these poison stings have put the Ariados from Colin
Can
very
he-
low.
Let's see, lunge is going to take out the opposing Ariados, and you want to mention everything seems to be
Can
shiny
she
on the
sidewave
Ariados.
him down?
In comes Malamar, swapping it
Okay.
immediately. This is going to be
Problem
very
ये है
tight. This
कि
might come
super
down
power
to
समझ
a
रहे हो ना?
big
It is like a
scenario.
self debuffing
If Paula
move.
goes for that
Yeah,
super
they
power,
cannot throw
she
it
will
first,
drop
and
it
he
no
knows
shoot
that.
immediately.
Yeah.
This is a great call from Colin,
That's
the
right.
final boss.
भाई
Colin is
super
going
power
to
बहुत
take this
thuggy
foul play
move है
like
भाई.
it was nothing. Is he going to outpace to the next ice event? Yes, of course he is. There is only the superpower threatening Polasha. He actually lets this go. Knows, hey, this is not the relevant attack that I need to shield. I need this for a possible lunge. If I get
मैं तो
debuffed,
Street Hawk
can
को पार्ले
Paula
देता
win
हूँ.
this game against
बाहर गया
Colin
तो
6? It is
Z
going
plus
to
security
come
मिल
down
जाती
to the
है.
wire. Can
क्या
she
बात
reach
है?
two superpowers, which are going to be crucial? But then you're so debuffed.
She's going for the foul play. She knows she needs help because otherwise the Ariados in the back might poison sting her down. Going for another foul play here. I think as Colin, you
Next
need
foul
to get
play will
your ice
KO
swing off
anyway,
to
right?
drop
Yeah.
that attack. Maybe even stall the clock.
Will
I
the
think
next
the
foul
clock
play
might almost be
KO?
up. Colin
He's
could
like
even
double
set up a
debuffed,
catch
right?
here.
Colin could also deal so much damage with the ice charge and force her to throw. This is going to deal so much damage. Polasha is going to throw the next charge attack. Is this superpower? She is going to
This will
debuff herself
KO.
even more. Is the Ariados going to be able to go for the poison sting down?
She is triple debuff on these sidewaves. Ariados versus the Malamar. And who goes down?
Ah, 1 HP left.
Dios! No! Oh my goodness, it's Malamar going down. Colin ties up the score. What an insane game.
Wait, what?
She
No, I
thought
think that
she
the
won.
Ariados-
Lol.
Wait, what has happened? No! What is going on? What is going
I
on?
think Paula didn't see that the Ariados hung on.
She
saw
thought
that the
she
Malamar
won.
killed the
Lol.
Ariados.
GG
We all
हो
got
गया भाई.
bamboozled there. What an insane battle this was.
Colin tied
Colin
2 on
always with
2.
those 1 HP wins in
GG's.
real finals. It's
We are going
incredible.
to
Everyone
battle
thinks
5 guys.
someone
Let's
else
go.
wins, but then he hangs up.
Give up कर
No, the
देगा.
judges
हाँ
are
भाई
checking
super
the
power का
scenario.
वो बहुत
This was one of the
disadvantage है
clutchest
dude यार
games
कि तुम
that
खुद
we
ही
have had in
you
the
cannot throw
history
first
of
man.
the
वो
PvP
scene है.
circuit here. This is crazy.
This was an insane battle. I know I could have been any closer.
Give up
to
कैसे?
be
Give up तो
honest,
नहीं है, वो तो
right?
पामा डी है.
That was came down to the wire. Looks like that the score is 2-2. Paula thought she had won, but no. Colin ties up the
He
score.
finished it 2-2.
This is crazy. Is Colin able to pull off the reverse sweep here? Chat, what do you think?
The emotions overcoming the Spanish battler there, but this was a tie-up scenario. It is 2-2.
Triple
Two
debuff
regional
था, right?
champions,
Malamar was
two
triple debuff there,
Magnezone
dude.
Pros are battling each other, and it couldn't be any more close. Polasha has dominated the first two games
Colin is
of
like,
this losers
"Hello?
final ever." Colin
मैं
flat
जीता,
back,
ये
he
क्या हो रहा है,
adapted the
hello?
strategy. He brought his own Malamar, and then he
होता
dominated
है भाई,
the
होता है.
Ariados. Even in the last game, he lost the lead against the Dugong. Brought in the Shadow Kanto Marowak. That was so crucial for him. Dealt
भाई
a lot of
बहुत
damage.
OP.
Got the energy advantage. got the
मालामार
shield
थोड़ी
advantage.
जीता. Ariados farm down कर दिया 1 HP. मालामार तो triple debuff हो गया था, dude.
Try to surprise the Ariados, the Dugong that were brought over and over. We hardly see any drop.
मालामार हार गया, yep. हाँ भाई, 2-2 वही तो. Ariados.
The Azumarill is also just risky to bring because
Poison
Ariados
sting down.
is so good.
Yes, the Ariados is
XYZ के जज्बात बदल गए यार,
Zuma,
team.
we have seen it way before already.
हालात
These
बदल
two
दिए,
trainers,
जज्बात
they
बदल
are
दिए,
so
lol.
on par, and the stakes
Elio
couldn't
Sivas,
be
bro,
higher.
what's
The
up?
trainer who wins
Bro,
the
that was a
race
very,
is
very
going
good
to
game, man.
advance to
क्या?
the grand finals and is going
चलो
to face
final game,
the
let's
end
see.
boss of this
Momentum
Lille,
is with
Boom
Colin
20.
chat.
Yeah,
2-0 से 2-2
his
कर दिया भाई
first
ने.
tournament's
देखो.
actually crazy how we got there all the way in his first
Lड़की,
tournament.
she
Here we
didn't
go.
see
Decisive
कि
game
मालामार
number
died.
5. It is Paula
He
with
saw
the
late
Count of
herself, dude.
Marowak versus Colin with the Malamar.
The last time that happened, Paula won that game because the damage of those
Chalo,
muscles
let's
is
see,
just
guys.
so good. There is a new addition to the team of Colin here. We haven't seen the Drapion before, and Drapion is kind of happy to avoid this matchup, I suppose.
I think that Colin might just play it out the same way, going for those double superpower. We saw how that went earlier, and
Is he going to
going for the
reverse
no
sweep
shield, just
Colin,
keeping the shield advantage
guys?
for the Ariados in the
3-2?
back, and it has been working for him quite well in most of these battles. Do you shield the first superpower here? Yes, Paula wants to keep the shield advantage here for her. The switch advantage for her team.
Let's see if she also shields the second one, because this would mean that the Shadow Marowak has so much HP. No, it is actually going to go quite low after this, giving up the shield advantage here on the side of Paul Asher. However, the Pokemon in the back, they are having a hard time poison stinging down here.
That's gonna be a big poison
भाई
sting
mud
down.
slap
Not sure if
इतना
Shadow Marowak
damage
might be able
देगा
to
ना भाई
get
दोनों
two
को.
Charsacks here though. First poison sting comes through. This is a tough poison sting down. You gotta take some must-have as well, but the energy advantage for Colin is also so important. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Paula just swaps out. Looks like she doesn't and lets the Marowak go down. Just look at the muscle damage indeed. But you get to the first launch here, and this gives Colin a little bit of an
एरिया डोस
advantage
मिरर
in this
मैचअप
matchup.
कितनी बार हुआ इस
Is
सीरीज में.
true, but he has already been shipped. You know, this is about the damage that you're dealing with. Lunges one after another, and two is debuff. We're switching out immediately into the Drapion here. The Dugong is the answer. There's already a lot of energy on the Ariados in the back, but also on the Drapion on the side of Colin 6. He does not want to take a drill run, but goes for the crunch first.
I think
This
I
will
would
again be a
prefer to
close
see
game, man.
Paula throw that lunge for to ease this Drapion matchup, because it's so difficult, especially with the debuff here. This crunch will now knock out.
This will
is
hurt.
gonna be so tough for Paula. I think that Colin could even preserve this Drapion and deal so much damage to her whole team.
Paula is shaking her head. Can she pull this back? Because she needs double to take out this Shadow Drapion, because there's a shield. Maybe Colin lets go.
This
of
will
the Shadow
KO
Drapion,
anyway
but
if
that
he
would
knows
mean that
he'll.
Paula has a high chance of debuffing in the next turn. No, he actually shields this one and wants to go for the crunch to knock out the Shadow Drapion, the Dugong.
Is this the play? This does give Paula the opportunity to farm some more energy that might give her a little bit of an advantage in that Ariados mirror. But Colin is swapping out immediately, making sure that doesn't happen. This is going to get really close.
The question is,
Problem
does he
here
get
is
to
C is
a
going to
lunge
debuff
before
him
Paula?
first,
Because he
right?
wants to just, of course, debuff this Ariados right here before it can face off the final opponent of this game, the Drapion. He's going to meet this lunge, wins the charge attack priority, and debuffs Paul Asher. This is going to be valuable damage. Can he get to another lunge after this?
The thing is, Paula needs to get to 2 lunge, and you know what else is a problem? She can't clear her debuff.
Yep.
There's a Drapion in the back. You need to knock
Yep.
that out with a lunge as
He is
well.
like perma debuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is going to be so critical. Paul Asher was shaking her head about the debuff earlier. Ariados versus Ariados. We see those poison sting. Every Pokemon in this game now has poison sting. She actually does not throw the lunge on charge attack priority. Needs to overfarm on energy bet. How well can she do this when she's double debuff against those Pokemon? Colin Simers now brings in the Drapion immediately. The first lunge is being thrown.
Lunge is gonna take this very close. This is
Eiling.
debuff. I think that Paula wants to throw Trailblaze at first.
He'll
to boost her
survive,
attack, but
right?
Here we go. Lunge goes through.
Yeah, easy
it
survive.
doesn't knock out.
He'll get to
Drapion
Aqua
hangs
Tail,
on.
GG's.
The
Colin
final
reverse
opponent
swept.
wins
Let's
and
go.
goes to the grand finals.
Colin wants to win Lille again. He knocks
Shadow
out
Aria आना
the
चाहिए.
Shadow Drapion. What a
भाई
match.
regular
He was
Aria ही बहुत
flying
pain है
through
भाई.
into the
Shadow
end.
Aria
So
और
how much
pain हो
damage
जाएगा,
that
dude.
launched it, and he actually
Regular
took
Aria
it
is also
away
like
from Paul Asher,
too
who
spammy,
thought
man.
She had the game. She led 2-0, and then she celebrated too early in game 4.
We may need a new name for Colin 6. The Master of Reverse Sweep.
Yeah, elephant laughing in
He
corner.
did it again. How did he do this?
Yo, Marbra, welcome
Colin,
in.
tell
What's
us.
up?
Look at us. How did you do this? I don't think you can answer right
GG.
now, but I would like
Well
to know,
played,
'cause
man.
That was insane.
That was a
To
good
keep your
game, man.
mentality when you're 0-2 down against a
Nil
player
2 के बाद
so good as
he like
Palasha.
reverse swept, dude.
Wow. That's just... I don't have the words for it. I don't have the words to describe how strong that
Like
is.
she has also
He can
been
do something
regional
like this.
champion, like right?
Why has
Last
he won
season
all
she
those
was
championships?
also a regional champion, huh?
I don't
gone.
know. This
Maybe
And
he's gone.
Colin has been like
Probably,
3-time
I mean,
regional
He
champion.
is the
so.
number 1 predicted for every European, probably
Good games,
for
man.
every
Both of
World
them played really
Championships,
well.
because he keeps winning all of those tournaments, or at least getting to the finals. He is also kind of Mr. Top Guts. There are some events where he does not perform, where he goes, he still wins a lot of games. Like Colin never goes 0-2, but still, there's almost every time a Colin 6 in a Top Cut. And keep
Colin
in mind,
बहुत cool है, बहुत
this was
smart है.
best of 5
क्या
in a
बात है, XYZ
complete
भाई.
mirror match of 2 of the best trainers that we have.
Colin
in
वगैरह
Europe.
कदीम को
And
देखा
there are
मैंने.
so many little details,
Like match
so
नहीं
many
देखा, but I
intricacies.
saw
All
the
of these Pokemon
scoring
kind
जो
of
इन्होंने
debuff
दिखाया
each
था.
other or themselves. There was Malamar, Dugong, and there was Ariados. Everything is debuffing in this matchup. You have to take so
भाई
much
3-time
into
regional
account.
champion है
Play
Colin.
this
मजाक
out.
है भाई, हेलो.
Can we talk about
मजाक समझे हो
the
क्या?
Drapion that he brought. It really came through for him.
He won
Even
3
against that
different
Dugong,
regionals
it is
last
not
time,
that great of
guys.
a matchup,
Last
but
year,
with the sheer
2024.
advantage, it was so fast and so strong. Take a look again at how this series went. That was an insane set from both players here.
आज
where
मैंने
Paula
1 PM
went
से
through very
4:30 तक
quickly.
play किया
His
Pogo.
first
Nice,
battle
बढ़िया
going
है.
into that Dugong, she didn't throw the bone club into the area dose, and in that case had the rock slide stored, and Colin's wing condition
Typhlosion
was
लाएगा
calling
क्या
the bait,
कोई?
but it wasn't,
Typhlosion
as
नहीं
Paula
है.
took game number 1.
टाइफो कहाँ से आएगा हेलो?
That is true. The Dugong
Typho
was
तो है ही
just
नहीं,
revealed.
dude.
Colin didn't know it was a mirror match, and then we're going to see the moment where Palasha
Boom
went
के पास
for
थोड़ी
the
Typho
KO.
वाइफो है.
Smartly
Boom
not
has
throwing in
Shadow
icy with
Quaggy,
knowing I
right?
need every little bit of damage in this matchup. Doesn't get the knockout, gets the farm down instead.
Indeed. And then from here, Leo.
Day 2 में Typhlosion नहीं था, I
the
think. Day
reverse
1 में
sweep
था.
begun. A great catcher from Paula, but I think she had
इंडिया से कोई नहीं
catches
जाता
on the
क्या?
Duke
इंडिया
that had
रीजनल
so
जब
much
होंगे
speed
तो
because
जो
this
विनर रहते हैं
Aridos was
टॉप
so
2 आई थिंक
valuable
उनका
for her
स्लॉट
still
रहता है
for the
वर्ल्ड्स
remainder
के
of
लिए.
that game. Colin managed to get one game back.
लास्ट
Then
ईयर एक गया तो
in
था
game
बेल्जी
number
बॉय.
two,
ही
the
वेंट
superpower
देयर
from the
राइट.
Malamar knocking out that
भाई वहाँ
Dugong. And
जाने
here
के लिए
Paula
you know
thought she had won by sidewaving down the
फाइनेंस
area
वगैरह
dose,
भाई
but
वो
the
भी तो
area
सीन है
dose boys
dude.
stung down the triple debuff Malamar. The early
They
celebration.
didn't
kind
saw
of
there
hurt
that area
Then
just
Colin
lived
had to
1 HP
explain to her,
there.
hey, you know, I won this. You know, look at your screen. It's good effort on your side, but here we can see the last Aquatail that took out the
हमने था लेकिन वो
Ariados.
nil-2
It
हो
was
गया.
so
He brought
close.
Typhlosion.
A 3-2 reverse sweep on the side of
बेल्जी भाई
Colin.
तो
It
टॉप
was
था. But he
insanity.
was from India, वही तो कह रहा. Last year एक ही गया
It's
था
crazy,
इंडिया से.
right? And I also want to point out,
Top
by the
4, he
way,
was in top
the
4,
grand
right? Yeah.
finals sometimes is a grudge match.
Yeah.
But Colin has not played against Boom yet. Even though that is going to
लकी
be
था
same
एक
first
हाँ
power,
भाई
it's
लकी
entirely
कैसे भाई
different.
जो अच्छा खेला वो जीता भाई
That is true.
लकी क्या भाई
Boom
इसमें.
has proven that he can beat this team, but as you can see, this was an exact mirror match, and both of these trainers went for different strategies after the first
जो
game.
बढ़िया
Both of them
खेला
wanted
उस
to
टाइम में
adapt
he
and
won the
bring
champion.
different Pokemon.
इसमें
There is
lucky
so
क्या
much
भाई.
flexibility in the meta right now. We have so
He also
few
didn't play
hard
bad,
counters.
right?
There's
First
not going to be a
appearance में
Thompson
top
Pax
4
versus
is not
Zoom
bad,
world
dude.
situation in the grand finals as well.
Maybe he will
So
go
I
again
guess
this time,
I hope we
you
get
know.
a bracket reset.
फिर से
and we
जाए.
get like at
World.
least 10 at max 10 games of perfection.
You're talking about hard counts. I feel like that this is about the most flexible as we can get in these kind of matchups. The thing is, you also need to take into account, and I think you said this earlier, the debuffs.
Yeah.
Right? If you lose the lead, you might get debuffed, and that won't help really. Now, that's enough about these strategies. Let's talk about our next players. Amanda, we have an interview ready
Dragon,
with
Primate,
our
Sunny
two
Chikorita, Sunny
grand
Nikita,
finalists.
Sunny.
Take it away.
Alright, what a
Foresight
way
क्या है
to
भाई,
set
चलो,
up
Saini
a
Magnum मेरा
grand
4
final.
आर में,
All
सही है.
those 5 games were so close. Colin and Polisha going toe
Who
to
is
toe.
this guy? I don't know
Person
this guy. अभिनव
who
यही है
come
क्या?
out
Who is
on
this
top
guy?
Was Colin, and he's joined by.
I've seen
our
him like
other
for the
grand
first time in the
finalist, that is
caster.
Boom. How are both of you feeling?
अभी
Colin, you go
कोल
first.
इसी की बात कर रहा. अच्छा नहीं अभिनव बोला ना आपने वो कोई और है. I'm seeing him for the first time, like as in a caster.
Adjust my game plan after that game 1. Went 2-0 down.
टाइम से मार गए वरना CMP
Did
मिल
you
गई थी
also
उससे.
think that you're in game number
अरे
4?
भाई ऐसे
Was
तो
it
बोलोगे हर
that
बैटल
last
लकी है भाई.
sideway
हर
was
बैटल में
not
कुछ ना कुछ
Nakajara
वैसा
Aridos?
लक क्या होता है भाई.
And then she started cheering, and the judges said it's
वो
3-1.
देखना पड़ता है भाई कि what are you doing, how do you find your win con, वो उसमें लकी क्या भाई.
So,
Alright.
funny moment.
I think everybody was on that.
वैसे तो
terrace.
बोलोगे
Boom,
यहाँ भी
you
लकी हो
have
गया भाई.
been
1 HP
amazing
सर्वाइव
run
कर
here
गया
so
भाई.
far.
नहीं
I
करना
think
था.
Only undefeated
ऐसे क्या
player.
भाई.
How are you feeling going up against the final boss? The previous
1 सेकंड के लिए पॉज
actually two
पॉज
seasons
हुआ
ago,
नहीं था.
the
ही
regional
हिमसेल्फ
champion,
पॉज
Colin.
राइट.
Yeah,
वो खुद
I think,
ट्रेनर 1 टर्न वेट करते हैं
Colin
यू
is
नो
arguably the best player in
to
this
catch
tournament,
the
so,
move या
he's
something
like
जो
the
भी विन
number
कॉन
one player I
वगैरह
did
का
not
सीन
want
है.
to face.
और
And,
प्लस ये सीन
then
है
he just
कि
makes crazy
अगर 1
decisions,
टर्न
so,
मूव है ना इफ यू हैव अ
I have to
चार्ज
face him
मूव
and,
तो 1 टर्न को
yeah,
प्रायोरिटी
I'm not
मिलती है
happy
भाई.
with
यू विल
it.
डाई विद द चार्ज मूव,
but
यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू थ्रो योर
I
चार्ज
did
मूव.
also kind of
वो
want to
सीन है,
face
वो
him
गेम का
because,
सीन ही है वो.
like, he is the final boss, you know.
You will die with the move. If you have a charge move
That's
store
going to be happening is that every regional final
and you are like 1 HP and सामने वालों का like has a 1 turn fast move, you will not be able to throw your move. You will just die.
I know that sometimes you watch the games as well. You have make your preparation.
आप कब जाओगे?
Are you guys ready with those preparations? I'm not going to ask you.
रीजनल में तो एक बार
what
खेला
you're
नहीं
gonna
भाई.
play.
कब जाओगे?
You guys have something in mind?
I mean, I was backstage
Ivan bhai.
when Paula played against Boom. So I saw their games, took a little bit of notes, but to make my own game plan.
Yeah. Boom for you.
इस साल रीजनल जरूर खेलूंगा भाई मैं.
You
ठीक है
played
रीजनल
Paula
खेल के
before.
देखते हैं
I
भाई.
think you were
एक्सपीरियंस
also
लेंगे इस साल
expecting a
रीजनल खेल
looping.
के.
Maybe Paula comes
क्या
back and
रहता है, कैसा
establishes this
जाता है.
grudge match. But now Colin and Paula use the same team of 6. So for you, it's going to be, let's say,
इन दोनों का
trying to
final है
run
क्या?
things
Yep.
through from
These two are the
as before.
finalists. Colin
Yeah,
versus
it's,
Boom.
it's like 50-50.
Grand
right?
finals.
I've already had some practice against it, but like Colin said, he was able to watch some of my games, so he knows like some of my strats I originally had planned, which I might have to adjust now. We'll see, but I think in general the matchup is very, very neutral. So I think it really can go both ways. And
be a great final.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Did he lose to him only earlier?
It's one of the great things
Rematch
about
हो रहा है
this meta
क्या?
is that all of these matchups are so close to each other, and these two are going to set up a great winners final for us. Over to the casters. Let's see what you got.
I cannot wait for this grand
Master League का नहीं
final.
था सब नहीं, only
And
Great
we
League,
already played
bro.
against this
यार
team.
Master League
We already
is not
played against
accessible
this
for
team, and he
everyone,
said
dude.
he may
Same
have
with
to
Ultra League,
adjust
XL
now.
Pokemon
Colin
and
may
all.
have seen that match as
The
well when he
most
played against
people
Paula.
play is the
So I
Great
don't
League
really
or
know
Great
how
League Team
Boom
Cup.
likes to
So
play,
that is like
but
easily accessible for like
Boom is
a
also
lot
a
of
good player. He knows
players.
this.
तो Ultra League, Master League में तो भूल जाओ कि होगा भी भाई.
Championship.
Until and unless easily accessible ho
That is
resources, which is
definitely
not
true,
easily
and
accessible,
even if
right?
he has been watched before, he has a full
जैसे
best of
वो लोग
5
आपका
set to
regionals
figure
में,
out
अरे इंडिया में
Colin's
ऑनलाइन
approach to
रीजनल
that
होता है
matchup,
भाई,
because
थोड़ी ना
he
ऑफलाइन
is
होता
the
है.
one coming from the winner's
इंडिया के
side. He
रीजनल
has
तो
been
ऑनलाइन होता है, dude.
undefeated so far, a 100% win rate, as you can see here in the winners bracket.
He defeated Lurgan Rocket early on the day, being so weak to Shadow Magnezone, but still managed to defeat Lurgan Rocket with
Oh,
correct
Colin
predictions. And
lost
speaking of correct predictions, he
to
out-predicted
Bolton, and then he
entirely
took-
to defeat him 2-0. Then a convincing 3-1 win
Okay.
against Paulasha, who has the same team against Colin.
Yeah,
Now,
and then he took
Colin
revenge
also
with
started
this guy, right,
on
in the
winner's
losers
side of the bracket,
final,
but he lost
loser
his first,
semis, yeah.
his first match of the day against Galaxy Bolton. He then dropped to the losers bracket, and he had a
Okay.
crazy long run there.
That is true. As you can see, he was starting in losers round 2.
Colin took his
versus
revenge
Andy
from
Cole,
him,
who
right?
also
He
has
lost
kicked out the
earlier,
Gengar Life
he took the
before,
revenge.
and then he played versus Tauntaun, Batus, and then afterwards a
That's
Dutch
oh,
mirror
Colin
match
has to
against
win
Tactical,
twice though.
just
He'll have to
then
defeat
get
Boom
revenge
twice
against
to
Galaxy
become the
Bolton.
champion.
Isn't that crazy that you always, if you get far, you basically just always end up
Tackle
having
build
that
कर
kind
लिया.
of grudge match, whether that's from the
क्या
winners
बात
or the
क्या
losers
बात है.
side.
कितने
That
dust
is the
गए?
case in this double elimination
How
format.
much dust
Colin
you
6th, the
spend, dude?
2023 Lille
500k
champion,
again?
defeated the 2024 Lille regional champion
my.
Galaxy Bolton in that losers semi-finals. An insane run from Colin.
ऑनलाइन हो तो मैं भी
but
खेलूंगा.
let's not
ऑनलाइन
forget,
ही हो,
all
like
these players
लास्ट
are
ईयर
so
तक तो ऑनलाइन ही
aggressive
हुआ था.
coming
इस
in,
साल
and
भी
so
ऑनलाइन
many
ही होगा
these
मेरे हिसाब
players
से रीजनल.
can be
India
picked
regional.
if you were to guess who would win the championship.
कजीम का क्या होगा?
All
कजीम
of
का क्या
these
होगा?
big
मतलब
names,
कुछ नहीं
most
होगा.
of them
Like
have
he is in
already
top
won a
16, so he will
regional.
get some
Boom 20
championship
is
points,
the
right?
best way to do
Guys,
so
they
for
are
the first
competing
time.
in
It is
regionals
first
for
actual
two
tournament, which is,
purposes.
funnily
First,
enough, something
definitely
that
to win the
Colin did
championship.
back in Lille.
Second,
Did,
even
but
if you
it
suppose
was
don't win
Colin's
the
first regional
championship,
championship
if you come in
also
like
won.
top
He had a
16, top
100% win rate
32,
at
you
the
get
time.
some
He also
points.
played against Stoke Tactical
When you
there.
have like cutoff
Pretty good
point for the
all coming
worlds, you
together.
qualify
All
for
coming
worlds. So
together
there are
there,
like two
yeah.
reasons why
Yeah,
everybody
some
plays
discussion
the
that I
regional
sometimes have
championship.
with Colin and Tactical. Who's the best Dutch battler? Colin
कुछ नहीं
making
होगा.
that name for
Kazim,
himself
he will
right
try
now,
again
on
in the
his
next
way
champion,
to
next
that
regional.
third- Sorry, I think it's the fourth regional.
Because he definitely will would want to qualify for worlds, right? So,
Stuttgart,
okay.
Lille, and Bologna.
Yeah, correct.
400k?
Yeah, against Tomac
Oh,
UK
भाई.
in Bologna.
फिर से try करना है क्या?
Like, indeed,
Yeah,
but
they will play
Boom is on
multiple
the good side of
regionals,
the bracket.
still
So
they
that means
have
that if Colin wants to win it
points
this time, he
to
needs
qualify for worlds.
he needs to
Once they
how to
qualify
play
for
again?
worlds, it's
Reset
up to
the bracket.
them whether they
He
want
needs
to play
reset
any
the
more
bracket. He needs
regionals or
to win
not.
the first best
you know,
of 5, and
like
then needs
that.
to win a best of 5 again. While Boom only has to win one best of 5 because he hasn't lost in this tournament just yet. So he needs to win one set.
Yep. And what I really like is that
Accent
Boom
भी
is
आ गया था.
using a Pokemon that
भाई अब
has had
वो तो भाई
very
कोई
good
भी कभी भी
usage
किसी दिन
stats
हार
in
सकता है dude. It's
Lille,
like
then
उस
dropped
मोमेंट
on
पे
day
जो
2,
बेटर खेलेगा
and everyone thought,
मैचअप
hey,
से
I
भी
might
रहता है
not
राइट.
need to include this
टीम
Pokemon
रीडिंग पे भी
in my
रहता है.
team.
सामने
This
वाला
is a
बंदा ऐसा
Pokemon
टीम रीड कर
that
ले रहा है
you
तुम्हारा
will
कि
be
हार्ड काउंटर हो जा रहे हो तो
in Stuttgart.
टीम रीड पे भी होता है
or
ब्रो.
Lille. It was one of
Whether
them.
you are able to
Dunsparce.
read what opponent is going
Dunsparce
to
was at
bring
the
or
time a
not,
very cool
depending on the
Pokemon to
team
use into a
composition
meta
and
full of
everything.
ghost and
बहुत
flying
अलग सीन
type
होता है bro.
Pokemon.
So
They're
6
not
play
around
3.
here, but there's still a lot of poison type Pokemon. Also
Time
ice
for
type,
the
so
grand
Dunsparce still
finals,
flexing
dude.
that
Guys, like
decent
karo. Those of
coverage
you who have
into
not
the
yet liked
meta.
the stream,
Bugs
make
as
sure
well.
to
Bugs,
like
yeah.
it. We
Ariados
are
is there
jumping into the
indeed.
last
Just making a really
match
good
of
pick, and
this
looking actually
regional.
decent into Colin's team, except for that Kanto Marowak. The thing thing is,
But Captain is
Boom
scaling up the 3x
successfully
Mon weak
countered
to
the
ground
Shadow
type.
Marowak
Okay, okay.
earlier, so he knows how to deal with it.
Yep, he
हाँ
has
तो
this Shadow
अभी तो like
Cross
new
there.
है ना, like
Wonder
मेटा भी क्या
we
दूसरा
call
या तीसरा ही
those
रीजनल है ये
ground
तो
and water type Pokemon
वर्ल्ड्स आते
bug
आते
boys.
सब स्टेबल होगा भाई,
I
समझ रहे हो
wonder
क्या
if it had
कि
a higher usage stat in day
then
2
you will
than
see
Gastrodon.
only the top ones,
Perhaps,
top meta
right,
या
it
फिर
probably
top
gets
anti
close.
meta
There were, I
चलेगा,
believe,
बस यही सीन है.
I don't think so actually. There were 4
अभी भी
Gastrodons
like
to start
you are
the day
seeing
with.
some new
Here
Pokemons
we
in the
see
regionals,
the
right?
team from
Because
Colin
it is still
6
not
once
balanced.
more, that same
Balanced
team that
for like, it's
Palasha
still not
had, and
stable.
has the Shadow Marowak. One of the ground types of choice, I would say, nowadays.
Well,
स्टार्टिंग
what
के
do you
रिजल्ट में
know?
देखो
Ground
फेरालिगेटर
and rock type
कितना था भाई.
coverage
इस
is
रिजल्ट में फेरालिगेटर का
incredible.
जीजी हो गया है
Ground
dude.
type is such a good,
It's like Dunsparce also has that.
yeah, offensive and defensive typing. And what do grounds not like? It is flying
बस नेक्स्ट ईयर
types and
अगस्त में
ice
होगा.
types, and
2025
both
हाँ
of those
सेम
are
पीरियड ही
being
होगा जैसे
covered
2024 में
by
कब हुआ
rock
था.
to almost
इधर ही
hit
हुआ था ना, अगस्त
everything
सितंबर टाइम में,
for
वैसा ही
at
कुछ
least
होगा.
neutral damage.
But there is no flying type on the team of Boom, so it means that the Shadow Marowak is just so strong into his team. He has the Shadow
Signals और ओपन
Darksire
जीबीएल का
instead as
मेटा
a
में
ground
जमीन
type.
आसमान का
But
फर्क
if
है.
you look at the team
डेफिनेटली
of
dude,
Colin, actually
डेफिनेटली
has a lot of play in there too. The
110%.
thing about the Ariados as a poison type though, it has
जीबीएल
drill
अलग
base.
सीन है
You
ब्रो.
don't want to take
जीबीएल
that on your
अलग
Quagsire.
सीन है और
On
दोनों
your-
के लिए
yeah, on your
डिफरेंट
Quagsire.
एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए dude.
That is a very good point. This deals a lot of damage. I think if it is
Okay, Sivansh bhai.
unboosted, you are barely able to take the first one. Also with the poison sting damage, I think
Relegator
you
क्यों नहीं
hang on
ला
a
रहे
little bit.
लेके?
This could come into play at
अब वो
some
डिपेंड
point.
करता है
Most
ना.
of the time,
हर एक
if you're
रीजंस
playing
वाले
on this
का
super
सीन होगा.
neutral
Like they
scenario where
are
both Pokemon
trying to
start from scratch,
you know play
don't
something different.
want
They are
to
trying to
take
find
the Trailblaze. I think you're right.
anti-meta
I
something or
think so too,
something
and it
like
also
that.
boosts the attack of the Ariados. So
Yeah.
Every
positioning
regional you will
Ariados is
find
just
some new
so
Pokemon.
important.
कुछ
Even if
नया
your
अलग
Drapion
हटके
to outpace
दिखेगा
with the
आपको.
Aquatail, but the problem
majority
is that
will be
once
same, but
Ariados
कुछ तो
starts
अलग दिखेगा.
debuffing you, it just becomes so tough. Chat, let us know who do you think is going to win this. Is it going to be newcomer Boom or is it going to be the final boss?
August में.
Call in 6. Both players had an incredible run today.
जीवन में तो
And I can't
algorithm.
wait to see how this is going to unfold.
अबे algo का
Superstar
scene
with
I
his
get it,
team
but
of six,
it's
two
like
water
we
types,
also
two
have to
poison
become
types,
better,
a
bro. You
normal
know.
type,
We
and
cannot
another
always
Pokemon
complain
that I just
algorithm, dude.
don't have in my head
RPS
right
होता
now,
है
but this is
that
going to be
everybody
Malamar.
agrees. Yeah, we do
Malamar.
get
And
RPS,
it's actually pretty good for both players as well, right? There's only
Yeah.
the Shadow Drop.
but you get enough chances where you can win against the bad matchup
I love that
also.
smile from Boom to the crowd there.
That is what
Like, yeah,
GVL में
this is
legend
gonna
का
happen.
वही
We're
scene है
here.
bro. Like you have
We're
to
here
understand
in the
like
grand
how you
finals.
can win against
Colin 6
bad
wishing his
matchup.
opponent good luck, and I believe both players are
That
getting
will
ready
make
here.
a big
The
difference
grand
there, you
finals
know.
at the
Rank up
2025
करने के
Lille
लिए.
Regional Championships are about to start. It is Boom versus Colin
क्योंकि
6.
easy lead
Let's see how this is going to
में
start.
अभी
We're
जीत जाएंगे
almost
right?
locked
तुम bad
in.
lead में
Let's
कैसे
see
जीतते
if
हो
the players
वही
are
डिफरेंस करता
locked
है.
in their heads as well. Can you get into your opponent's head or are you in your own?
Let's
what are
go,
the mind
match
games of
one.
this going to be? We're going to see the leads in very few seconds. It's Azumarill versus
Oh,
Drapion. That's
I-
very neutral.
This is a very neutral lead simply because the Drapion, yes, has super effective poison sting,
But
the
it doesn't
charge
have any
attacks are
charge move,
resistant.
yeah.
The more shields there are in play, the better this becomes for Drapion, just because you can get more of that poison sting damage in. That makes it a pretty decent matchup for both players to decide what they want to do. Does Colin want to go for switch advantage, or does Boom just decide to go for shield advantage here?
Critical moment. There is
Oh,
a
he
defense
got
debuff,
debuff.
which makes it way easier for Colin to win this matchup. Boom goes for an Ice Beam bait. He does not want to go for the heavier hitting play rough, and this will not put the Drapion in easy thunder range. Immediate swap out into Boom's own Drapion, which is
आगे वो
going
चाहता
to
कि तुम वीडियो में
outpace
हाँ like
the
on an
Drapion
average
of
win
Colin
percent
to
उसी
the
का राउंड
same
रहता है bro.
There's
50
not
to
really an answer on
55.
Colin's side here, so he's
Wow.
gonna
Highest
pull
I think
up
बहुत से
till
बहुत
the
60
debuff. This
होगा
is still a
60.
decent damage. Then putting this
But
Drapion
yeah,
into
like
launch range,
majority
I do
50 to
like this
55 के
play.
range में ही
Who's
रहेगा
now
win
at 2
rate.
outdeals,
Yep.
but goes for the crunch instead. If Colin thinks he's gonna go for double octail, he would no shoot, and he does. Crunch gonna land. This takes a huge chunk out of this spider. Rum, rum, rum.
This was a
What
lot
was
of
that,
damage
dude?
indeed. The lunge is going to be fired off here, debuffing the attack of Boom, but Boom is already at more than an Aqua Tail, is going to be able to control the pace of the game here, to control the energy. I don't care about this debuff. I have all the energy that I need.
This will
and
still
this is
kill,
going to knock
right?
out
Yeah.
regardless.
I don't want to jinx this, but here's the thing for Colin. You
As a
can't
win,
use
zero
shields.
seals.
You cannot. Look
Yeah,
at the
because
backline.
Drapion does
He
not
has
have
the
any good
Ariados here,
charge
and he
move,
actually
right? Worst
catches
case.
the charge attack. The Trailblaze! This is double resisted even. It would buff the attack of the Ariados of Colin, but the problem is, this is all resisted. It doesn't do much damage anyway. Trying to get back into his Drapion, he needs to get the charge attack in immediately, because if any of this damage goes into the Malamar, Colin would lose, so he needs to be quick here.
Yes, and Boom throws the lunge here, but doesn't look too happy about it. Colin has some energy left on this Shadow Drapion. Is going to farm up to actually 2 crunches almost. Can't throw 2 crunches. Is going to throw here.
Nom,
This
nom,
will
nom.
almost knock out. The shield is going to be used by
Drapion.
Boom. We're all out of shields here.
शायद है
Oh
मेरे
man,
पे शायद.
look at the back line. No shields in play. Aquatail comes through. Boom is not liking
I'm not
this.
sure.
Leo, I want you to take a close look at Boom's face once he sees the Malamar come in. Because it's not going to appreciate that launch. Colin knows he might not even bring in the Malamar because he still has a little bit on the Ariados left, but there's energy on Boom's Pokemon as well, right? On the Ariados.
Don't forget, there's also, if you want to play out versus the Malama, oh, this is very controlling for Boom right here. The question is he going to be farmed down? But there's also the Azumarill in the back with no shields. This is going to deal a lot of damage with Play Rough onto the Malama. Can Boom take this game? Only 2 poison sticks needed for a lunge. This lunge is
GG.
boosted.
This will KO, right?
Is double super effective.
1-hit KO.
Colin puts down the phone. Let's get it.
Yeah, GG's.
Boom! One hit knockout!
Boom goes Boom, man,
takes
there.
Game number 1.
I don't think that Boom needs a nickname. The name. This is pure dominance.
Boom goes Boom, man, there. अरे साउंड क्या हुआ? हेलो
I was gonna kill one here easily.
Product
is
sir,
what
hello?
Boom's
What
thinking
happened?
here. He's wolves.
Mute हो गया भाई
when
कुछ
he's
देर के लिए
slowed
तो.
down. So be careful of that as Boom, right? Otherwise you might just get reverse sweeps.
That is true. Also,
कर
little
दिया.
correction.
हाँ
Here,
तो
he
वो
does not have
dark
3
और
medals,
क्या
he has
है?
3 gold medals and then plenty of others.
It's true. Yeah. That's
Psychic and
crazy,
dark है,
actually.
right?
He also
So
was
double super
indeed
effective.
the finalist
Plus
at
boosted
2024
by. Plus
Dortmund.
boosted, dude.
This is the time for Colin to try and make that comeback already. He had a tough time against Paula.
गलत हुआ, बुरा लगा Colin के
and
लिए.
he needs to do it again to come back.
Boom played
in this
better वो
matchup.
match भाई.
He's done it before. See if he
But
can do it again.
Colin is still not out, chat.
Champion
He was
finalist.
down
This is
0-2
mighty
and he still
impressive.
won
Colin
3-2.
Six is one
He
of
knows
the
how to
best
come back,
trainers
dude.
we have in the entire world. But can he beat Boom? The odds
एक
are
बार
in
अगर आप
Boom's
nil
favor.
T से
He is in
3-2
the
कर
winner's
लेते
pact.
हैं
He is
तो
allowed
आपके
to
अंदर
lose
अलग
the best of
कॉन्फिडेंस आ
five,
जाता
but
है,
he's
you know,
not
कि I
trying
can
to.
do that
He is
again.
one
So don't count him
up, and
out.
This game was dominant. This was
Still.
the 3 Pokeball flex.
It was. You know what I also like to point out, by the way? I think I heard the crowd going like Boom as well. I don't know if they were calling his name or trying to
Yo,
boom with
Sanskar
us,
bro, welcome in.
But,
What's
if
up? How
that's
are you?
the case, you know, we appreciate you.
Confidence
We
गिर
like
गया?
the hype
अरे ऐसे
in
कैसे
these
भाई?
battles. This is the
Champion है भाई
grand
बंदा अगला.
finals at the second
3 बार का
European
हेलो.
Regional
मजाक है
Championship.
क्या?
And I think both trainers are ready again. Boom on the left side,
Let's
Colin
go,
on the
match
right
number 2,
side.
chat.
Let the second game of this matchup begin. Here we go. We have the leads. It's a Shadow Quagsire into the Shadow Marowak.
And this is a good lead for Boom 20, but this is not as catastrophic as it seems when you just look at the typing. Immediate swap out from Colin into the Dugong, and that is going to mean that Boom can easily just throw a Stone Edge here, does throw it on perfect timing, which is sometimes a bit tricky
Seal,
when
bro,
there is
please
a switch
seal.
out involved.
Yeah,
Is this going to be
cool.
shielded? Yes, this is a shield, but this is already a shield drawn out. There's an Ariados in the back.
There's the thing now, you can, I think you, actually you think, I get you get on charge stack priority on the second charge stack here. So first Ice Wind going through, gonna put this Ariados a little bit lower, but this Dugong is not exactly in range yet.
Debuff
of the
Trailblaze will
Trailblaze,
not
so
KO,
I
right?
can hang on here. Is Colin going for good timing? Yes, he is, but that will allow Boom to throw this Trailblaze without taking a next debuff.
Yep, that is true. Colin thinking that would maybe go on charge attack priority, trying to get more advantage by sneaking in another ice shot. Going in with the icy wind here, this could be
लेकिन
a
भाई
shield
फिर भी
applied
सबसे
for
chill है
Boom.
Colin.
It will be
तो भाई
close
रहना ही
to
पड़ेगा,
knocking
bro.
out the Ariados, but can it hang on with
Pressure
enough
रहोगे,
HP
nervous
to get
रहोगे
some
तो
more poison
और
from
mistakes
it?
करोगे.
It's just
Oh, the
Ooh,
Marowak
sniped, he
coming in,
sniped.
taking out the Ariados before it can do anything. In comes the Quagsire again. As you said at the start of the battle, this is not exactly the worst matchup
Excuse
for
me.
the Marowak because it can hang on to one single Aqua Tear here, and the Must-Slap damage really adds up on the Shadow variant.
Are
of this
getting
Quagsire.
crazy memes.
Shadow, Kanto, Marowak
Yeah.
is so good, but look
Don't
at
put it
the
only in the
amount
server,
of
dude.
this damage. So little energy, so much power. We're
वो
going to
topic
shield
ऐसा
up
है
the
कि
both
meme भी
of this.
कैसा
This
होगा I
is the chance
can
for Boom to
and
go
I
for a
can
full
like
farm down
imagine
against
समझ सकता हूँ मैं क्या meme होगा
Marowak,
तो
and
मत
this is
डालो
looking
server में
good
भाई
for the
उसको.
farm down. Oh, goes for the
Oh,
charge attack
he loses
priority.
charge attack priority here.
This
the
is huge.
Quagsire is just a little bit bulkier than the Marowak, and now all the energy is lost. It's going to be the Drapion, but it gets a good farm down here against the Ariados. This is still the Dugong as well, though, from Colin.
Yeah, sometimes, gotta say, this Mudslap still dealt a lot of damage, but there's so many debuffs, no way to clear them. There is still a shield for Colin. This is looking
The bait, the Aquatil bait is Colin going to call this. Last time he got chomped on by a crunch on his Ariados, and he does no shield. What a great call from Colin, the final boss.
Splish, splash, not much damage applied. Their launch is going to connect, and it's going to be even less damage in the future because those Aquatails can't knock out. I think a crunch at this point would barely not knock out anymore, but we're going to go
GG is
into
1
the
all,
Dugong.
let's
Boom
go.
can farm up a lot of energy, but it
1
comes
all,
at
let's
the
go,
cost
guys.
for the damage of Colin. Colin wins this game, ties it up 1-1.
1-1. What a great play from Colin there. Calling that bait, the Aqua Tail.
लाइफ लेजेंड का सीन बहुत मीम देखी मैंने, जरा बताना मुझे सीन क्या गूगल पे सर्च करो भाई, मैंने भी गूगल पे सर्च किया था, संस्कार भाई ने जो बताया था.
And he realized as soon as he landed one launch, he could just go into the Dugong because Ice Shard does more damage.
Ariados looks fine. Agree.
So Dugong could just take down that little bit remaining of the Drapion there.
You're crazy, welcome in.
That is definitely true. Dugong is... We have seen many Dugong farm downs in this tournament. Maybe we have also seen many of those because Dugong is in every single game, basically. As Ariados, so dominant is Dugong as well. It is incredibly strong. This meta is all about debuffing, and I thought we were seeing this with Scald in the last season.
I think so too, honestly. Now, what I want to point out as well, I was just curious. The charge attack priority between Marowak and Quagsire, it's super close. They have very equal attack, but I think that Colin might just have a little bit more attack on his Marowak, and that allowed him to win the charge attack priority. That really threw Boom off guard there.
Yeah, but that is crucial information for him to use in the next maybe 8 games that are going to happen. It is 1-1 in the first round of this grand finals. The bracket hasn't been reset yet. Boom is still undefeated when it comes to matches in this tournament.
And let's see if he can keep it that way, because it's 1-1 right now. Colin made a tremendous play there, bringing the Kanto Marowak. That's a Pokemon that Tactical also relied on, and Boom was able to handle that. But this time it kind of threw him off guard.
Yeah, you search on Google, you will guys get the context,
into
man.
that Shadow Marowak. Colin was still able to...
Is Malamar good this season? At least in Play Pokemon tournament, it is like top, man.
What should I bring, and what is my opponent maybe not bringing?
Yeah, that is so interesting because all of these Pokemon are so incredibly neutral.
मैं वो सुना था कि उसको इज्जत नहीं है as a fighter.
We haven't seen the Dunsparce on the side of Boom, which is very,
बाकी फाइटर के पास Z-move है, लेकिन उस पे नहीं. Maybe Legend RC, Legend XY जो गेम आ रहा है, Legend Z है, maybe उसमें Mega Type Loser हो.
Versus the Malamar, that's interesting.
This is a very neutral matchup between these two Pokemon. I think we're basically always looking at the Ariados in the back. Only probably happy there's no Ariados to see here, even though that the Malamar doesn't do that terrible in it. A launch would do a lot, of course. The first foul play is coming through. I believe this might put Quagsire very close to the red.
Yeah, this could be a shield farm down range.
The power time, GVL time research and it's gone now. कौन सा time research? Which time research, dude? Hello?
On the side of Boom.
What time research you are talking about? Hello?
The Shadow Quagsire can outpace the Malamar too.
पर some more pick आ रहा है. Yep.
And no shielding.
During Halloween event, right?
Would have done much more damage, but it was unlikely that Boom would go for that immediately either way. Aqua Tail comes out so quickly as well, and Colin does decide to go for switch advantage. This Malamar could still be very important for him. And Boom.
Or will super energy, but I don't think Morvico will be good anyway for PvP, right? I don't think
so. This is gonna do a lot of damage if it goes unshielded. Oh no, not superpower! It's gonna put it in. This is gonna delete like 50% health.
But Boom must know that this is a superpower. There is no reason to throw a foul play in that scenario because you're always going to swap out that Malamar in that scenario because Psywaves don't deal a lot of damage. We're going in the mirror match. The Aqua Tail is being thrown by the Shadow Drapion from Boom 20.
This is charge attack priority again, but this time Boom wins charge attack priority, and that's also valuable information. I don't think you can undercharge as Colin though, because Boom is one poisoning away from the Aqua Tail. Never mind anyway, because Boom puts him on Protect Shield here.
He has the shield advantage and he wants to use it as well, and he's going to throw the Aqua Tail now on the possible charge attack priority event again. Colin knows he's going to lose this, so why not just overfarm anyways, puts up a shield, wants to keep this Shadow Drapion in play. There is Shadow Quagsire and Ariados in the back. Oh! No, Ariados trying to go for a catch here.
An attempt to catch, but you have to throw either way, otherwise this Quagsire gets to an Aqua Tail. Water is being splashed all over the battlefield here, taking out this Quagsire. What are you going with? Boom now.
Backup matchup देखो guys, Ariados backup matchup.
Really don't like to take that. Both the Ariados.
Who won CMP? I think.
In fact, you can't even farm down.
Who won CMP in the Ariados matchup? Boom or Colin?
To try and take it out. Let's see. Boom has to shield it, I think.
I think this Drapion.
When is G-Max coming? I need that Fire Wing Charizard. I love that since I was in anime.
This energy in play. Wants to keep this Pokemon in play. Knows those poison sting are not going to deal a lot of damage. Throws.
Nice catch.
Catch from Colin, predicting that Boom would throw as soon as he got the Aqua Tail, because Boom knows he wins charge attack priority. What an incredible play there from Colin, catching the charge attack.
But he has two, so that's fine for him. No, he throws another one. This is the Pokemon he originally wanted to KO, and now it all comes down to a little bit of an Ariados mirror matchup. The thing is, the advantage will be in Colin's favor in terms of pacing, because he gets to swap in the Pokemon first. So he throws a lunge in the beginning, but Boom has another advantage. He can clear the debuff.
He has one Pokemon, yeah.
Wow,
that is the main thing.
This
will be close, man.
Now looking so good for Colin, because he gets the first debuff off. But keep in mind that if the Ariados.
He says to win 500 battles in GBL. So, Jaya kidhar? That stays for the entire season, dude, right? How come it is gone, man?
Not over just yet.
We're going to see some poison stings applied. We know that Colin
ऐसे
has
ninja
the
mega ninja
one
कर
turn
देंगे
advantage.
गेम के लिए क्या
Waits
पता
a
dude.
turn here, knows the timer isn't up, but
जो
just
एक
for
mega
the
ही
map,
एक side से.
throws another lunge. Will
Don't know
significantly
yet.
debuff the Ariados of Boom and
Holy
the
खेला जा रहा
timer is
battle
still
में.
not up, so I think it is very, very reasonable to go for another one here.
Another thing to keep in mind.
Pokemon kidhar are crazy.
And Dennis
To
Lunch
leak
will
that
do more
typhus
damage
story.
again.
It is what
Just
it is, dude.
For Colin, it's probably relevant to keep some energy, so he can straight up debuff again. Going for the lunge here again. Colin is building up energy. He needs to make sure that he has energy for Boom, but Boom didn't clear the debuff. This lunge doesn't do as much damage now.
No, Boom did not clear it. That is very, very interesting. Gets hit with another lunge. Colin 6 is almost at 2 lunges.
Knock out. It barely does. He needs to throw another charge stack here.
Yep, and he also gets to it. Now there is maybe a catch.
Oh, he tried! Can he get to an attack? No! Colin waits again, the final boss. You can't get past him this easy.
GG,
Colin takes
bro.
the
He
lead
also
here.
wait
He's
there.
now 2-1.
Look at his smile right there. There was a little smirk, Colin. Don't you think we didn't see it? 5 seconds of grinning, knowing I activated my final boss mode.
Yeah, there's that sweet smile, but behind that is the competitor that can take on anyone.
First
is
Boom wait.
Now, I think this might be like one of the... it's
Then
just the
Colin
first time that
wait.
Boom is behind, isn't he?
Yeah, but I was just curious to ask. He gets outpaced anyways. Drapion will go
टिकट
down
क्लेम
into
करना होता है
poison
स्टोर
sting.
से फिर मैं टाइम से.
Why
हाँ
did
तो
he
oh
just
you
clear the
didn't
debuff
claim
before
that
he threw his
ticket
last
itself?
I guess maybe he knows that he would lose charge attack priority, so
No,
may
it
not
goes
matter
after
as
15
much,
days.
but I
After
do
15
agree
days, that
it
ticket
would
is
have been
gone.
more efficient for his lunge damage to swap in the Drapion earlier on, so he clears like the 3 attack drops, and then perhaps his lunge may knock out.
वो सिर्फ 15 days के लिए रहता है वो टिकट. वहाँ तो लिखा था कि 15 days left for that ticket.
Known perhaps somehow that he would lose charge attack priority and then lunge
उससे लिख
would
तो नहीं
knock out
किया
either way.
वो चेक कर दिया था
That
किसी
is
ने
also a
फिर
possibility.
1 टीम
There
डेटा
were
फिक्स किया.
some
Yep,
poisons
that's true.
flying into the Shadow Drapion
वो
before
intentional
it
थोड़ी है.
got
That was
farmed down,
unintentional,
so
man.
that gave Colin even more of an advantage there. Might get to the 2 lunges that are necessary in this scenario. Boom won the first game, lost 2 afterwards. What can he do? It is game point for Colin 6 to reverse the bracket.
क्या बात
and
कर
this is
संस्कार
what
भाई
he
इतने दिन
does
से GBL खेल
best.
रहे हो. You
But I mean,
forgot that
it wouldn't
thing.
be a Colin show
Hello?
if this didn't go to game 5, right?
क्या चल रहा है?
It's true. It's true. He also had it against him once, by the way. In Dortmund, Colin came from the winner's side of the bracket to the grand finals, and then there was Arceus Aurelius, who then reset the bracket and defeated Colin. So it's not exactly impossible to defeat Colin in a scenario like this, but he does seem to be exceptionally good at grand finals. He's a really good closer.
Yep, and I think he was really, really close at winning.
Is
this
he going to
last
reset
game
the
of
bracket,
the
chat?
grand
If
finals
Colin
in
wins this,
Dortmund
the
as well.
bracket
He
is
was just
reset.
very close to winning with an Incinerate against Registeel, but that doesn't matter. That's way in the past. We're seeing a very good lead for Boom. Actually, not very good. but it is
Finally
slightly
done
decent.
spas in
It's
the
not spider
game,
season
guys.
according to Boom. It's spider hunting season. In comes Alright, answered by
ये
the
तो
Azumarill.
RPSC हो
What a
गया भाई.
Great prediction here from Boom, adapting to the usage of Colin so far.
2-2
in
incoming
this
क्या chat?
matchup. Malamar can actually win this as long as 2 shields are in play for both Pokemon, because the Psywave damage.
Psywave damage देख रहे हो पर
so
कितना दे रहा है
this
वो भी है.
resisted damage is going to be very valuable. Let's see if that's what Colin wants to do here.
He's
He will play
chipping
for
down
the
with those
Switch, right,
sideways. Of
Colin?
course, Bubbles also
He has
do
to,
end up.
right?
A play rough would put it in farm down range or knock it out. It would be super effective. It is a strong attack. Colin puts up a shield, of course. Now there is 1 shield less. This is still a decent matchup for Boom.
What I like about Colin's lineup here is that he baits out the Azumarill with the Malamar. This will free up the Shadow Marowak in the back. But the problem is, or what I don't like as much about it, is that Colin doesn't even realize how good that Shadow Marowak otherwise with 2 shields would have been into the Dunsparce and the Ariados backline. Now he doesn't have shields anymore, and Boom's likely swapping out. He's swapping back into the Dunsparce, which is quite prone to superpower if unshielded.
I mean, he wants to maybe put it
Intro
all
and
on
swap,
the
right?
back of the Ariados. No, goes for a shield. He knows this is going to debuff the
Shadow
Malamar. If Malamar
Marowak,
wants
yeah.
to throw another attack, it will be debuffed. No, doesn't. Now we go into an energy dry. Shadow Marowak without any kind of shields. This is almost 2 drill run. Will this do enough to put it to half health?
Doesn't.
ये तो
It doesn't,
danger
and
था.
that makes this matchup so awkward, because look at how close it gets. Roll out, the fast attack from Dunsparce is also resisted. It's barely not going to do enough to take out the Marowak in 2
क्योंकि हमारे
charge
दौलत
stacks
का
here.
जापान
And I
का
think at
बट
this point,
अभी डाल
Boom needs
दिया.
to find
किसी
the
ने
win conditions
intentionally
with his
किया है वो,
Ariados,
right?
because he needs to get to a charge stack on the Malamar, but
क्या
there's
नहीं
also
किया वैसे
still
क्या?
that full Ariados lurking in the back. What looked so bad for Colin at first with the lead and the swap in is now suddenly a pretty position for him.
Yeah, but the good thing about this matchup is it is put into farm down range. Oh, there goes for the Bone Club. Takes out the Azumarill, but then there is still some health left on that Dunsparce and the Ariados as
See
well.
what he did? He didn't tap the screen because he wanted to get more energy. And Colin undercharges, recognizes, makes sure that Boom does not get any energy on Ariados. What a high-level play that we have here at the Lille Grand Finals.
Yep, and now the Ariados is being sent in by Boom. Takes a lot of damage from those sideways from Malamar. You kind of want to shield that even though you don't know the last Pokemon on the side of Colin. What can you do here? You're going to be in the energy advantage in the mirror match. However, you take so much damage from those sideways. What a catch on the Ariados.
It is
this
GG's
is
now, right?
Resisted. Plus, he snuck in a Poison Sting. Colin swapped and got
Oh
in
no,
the
we
Poison Sting. This
still
will
have
allow him to get to
Dunsparce,
the next
right?
launch before, but it looks like Boom decides to swap in immediately. He needs to get the Rock Slide. This may be crucial in this
Okay,
matchup.
yeah,
Rock
this
Slide's
is-
not
this
going
is
to knock out
huge.
yet, but it's going to put Colin in a really difficult position.
Yeah.
That is going to be so big. Even an undercharge really does not want to. Oh, Poison Stings, we're going to see. Are we knocking each other out? Oh, the Ariados knocks out the Dunsparce.
Hold up. How much energy is there?
Double
Almost
lunge.
no energy.
Nah,
How much
double lunge
energy is
will
on
not
the Malamar?
kill, right?
I think
Because
Malamar's at a bit of
after these two lunches,
Does
the
Malamar
time
has
will be
foul
up.
play?
If Colin can get to the foul play before that, that might be actually a very critical point here. The next lunge coming through. I think the timer's up after this.
This is still decent damage. Can Colin
Does he
go
have
for the
foul
combo
play?
play? He still has 3 seconds left afterwards.
much
Swaps in
energy
the
is there?
Malamar. The Malamar's already at the move.
GG.
Throws the super power. The Ariados is deep in the red. The super power is going to
Bracket
knock
is
out
reset,
and reset the
man.
bracket.
Colin 6 with those 3 wins in a row. Superpower goes through and Colin resets the bracket.
Incroyable!
No, it's
This
anybody's
player
game now,
is
man.
just crazy.
QXYZ,
He once again
momentum,
resets a
bro.
bracket in
क्या
the
बोला
grand
था मैंने?
finals. Colin
Momentum
6,
matters,
How many
dude.
times have we yelled his name here?
Well, he's in a lot of battles, so
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
that's very many. Wow,
Experience
what a play
matters,
from both
dude.
trainers. You think that these matchups might take a while just because these Pokemon keep debuffing
Octillery is the
each other,
biggest
but
victim.
that's not the case. These are some of the
जैसे
best games I've
Pitcher
seen
मोमो
in a
तो के
while.
स्टोरी पे बेस्ड था ये तो मेरे को आइडिया नहीं है इससे पता
Wow, when timer actually, when timer. We had to sit down for a while. We were standing.
Octillery biggest victim क्यों
Crying,
इसका
screaming
क्या context है
at the screen this game. This was very intense, and it was a 3-1 even. We thought, okay, boom. There have been so many players who have been bracket reset by Colin already, but boom, he didn't have that intention. He straight up won
Nobody
the
will
first
your
game, but
Octillery
then
will to
3 games in a row, Colin just activated the final boss mode.
Colin is just welcoming him
Anime
to the
ruling
play
by
Pokemon
Sokola.
circuit. This is what the championship series are. It's gonna take the best to win all of it. Chad, I want to know from you. Do you think it's gonna be Colin? Did he find his final form?
Colin
Or is
भाई
Boom
अब तो
going
मैं
to make a
Colin को
comeback?
support कर रहा हूँ भाई
Boom-
the way he
sorry,
played
Boom-
that bro
Boom has proven to make incredible plays
Colin,
against incredible
he reset
players
the
and
bracket,
read their
dude.
minds flawlessly. So even though he lost 1-3 in the first best of 5, I don't think he's entirely out yet here.
You know, I think that Colin got a little bit into his head there in this best of 5, but then we have some time to clear our heads here as the players. We have some time to watch the highlights of the last game as well, see how Colin maneuvered himself to victory there. Boom, very well played in the first game, caught a lunge, which is also, or caught the
देखो, it was a
trailblazer
bad
speed,
lead for
which was a
Colin plus
maneuver that
bad switch for
did
Colin,
in
but
the
he
last
still
game
managed to win it,
secure
guys, right? So
everything
वही
there. And
those
Boom
things matter
is
in GBL
just
also, dude.
outpacing here.
How you are able to
Gets
win those
the
matches.
lunge off, and this was a nice boom.
Yeah, that
Rank
took
up
out
legend
a
के
lot
लिए
of
वही
health
चीज
from
main
this
important है,
Malamar.
dude.
Boom, indeed. Honoring his name here, Malamar going down, and this looked rough for Colin, right? Because we saw him go 0-2 down versus Paula, and then he goes
Octillery
1-0
को किसी ने
down
उसकी
versus
तरह use
Boom
किया
here.
था sleeve
But
की
we
तरह
see again
oh
the flexibility that Colin has and how he adapts to the gameplay of his opponent, recognizes the key points, how Boom plays, catches the
Mr. Mami,
up
that's
tilt
what I
on the
want, whatever.
Malamar, which was crucial
वाह
to set
भाई
up
ये
his
कर लो
Ariados
ये कर
for
लो
a
भाई
victory.
हाँ
This was also a great not catch on Colin's side. He just waited there, knew that he's going to take out the Ariados with a lunge afterwards. And now we're going to go over. This was the 2-1 for Colin. Now the deciding match of the first grand finals here, with the bracket not being reset, the superpower coming through. It is double resisted, does not matter.
Honestly, I may have even doubted if this would nuke out because double resisted. But I think at this point, Colin was like, I can't take any chances. I need to get my charge stick off. If I don't get the charge stick off before the Ariados does, I lose this battle. That was an interesting end game because Boom gave Colin the opportunity to farm up more energy, and because he was able to farm up more energy, he stalled the clock so long all the way until he was able to swap out and get to the Malamar's charge attack.
And even if that superpower doesn't knock out, he has another Pokemon in the back. He just needs to put it in farm down range, and he did so much damage with those Psy Waves. Malamar was a little bit shy this tournament in the beginning, you know, it didn't come out that much, but now we can see the power of Malamar if it's in the hand of Colin 6.
Let's go chat. Who do you think is going to win this?
Counter. Colin shows that
Boom or Colin chat. What do you guys say?
Great of a Malamar counter.
Considering you saw the first
the better
matchup.
Malamar can be because it can rely on the fast attack pressure. But here we go. We have the grand finals reset. The first game is going to start. It's going to be Boom.
Let's
20
go.
on the left. The final was Colin 6 on the right. It is the Azumarill into the
Crazy
This is a
lead,
fantastic
bhai.
lead for
Crazy
Colin.
lead.
Boom probably anticipating a Malamar, immediately save switching into the Shadow Drapion, which is really, really good. There is no direct answer on the side of Colin. Can still outpace here
He
to
can
the
flip the
Aqua
switch though,
Nice
yeah.
backup strategy from
I think there is actually, because Colin brought the Shadow Marowak, but probably waits for the Aqua Tail damage, because that is super effective on the Marowak, and otherwise the Marowak cannot get the Mustard down entirely.
phenomenal
No, it's
observation.
fine. He can just mud sword him down
Thank you.
and he can
I
maintain
understand.
alignment, right?
I'm watching the same battle.
Ah, that is true.
Colin
We see Mudstep
psychologically
after Mudstep
cheetah.
here. The Aqua Tail was used. Can he reach another one? No,
he
he
doesn't.
can't. It is the full
First to
farm.
jeete tera
Shadow
Marowak
Marowak
ko.
is loaded with energy.
And the good
Oh
thing for
my.
Colin here is he didn't even need to use a shield, but because he took an Aqua Tail on his Ariados, that does leave the Ariados more prone to an Ice Beam from Azumarill. So I think Boom maybe in somewhat of an okay position. The problem is though, with those shields up, that Malamar in the back is still pretty good for Colin into the Ariados from Boom.
Yep, that is true. However, when Colin goes into the Ariados as well to clear off this Azumarill, oh, we go for a Poison Sting here. That is very, very strong. But now Colin has the option to go into Malamar to use 2 shields against those debuffing attacks and then in the end clear the attack again. Go into this Ariados to maybe catch a charge attack, but deal so much damage in the process.
Yeah, Azumarill's energy may be very important for later. It's for Colin important to get those shields down. So
He
both
banged a
people
move
are
on Aju, right?
prone to it.
Boom.
Let's see, first power play going through. The Ariados is quite low, but with the next debuff, I believe that it will be able to get to another charge stack here.
Yep, there is going to be the lunge right here. We can see in this 2 shield scenario if Colin is going to be able to farm down or if Boom is maybe perhaps switching out into the Azumarill. Timer should be down soon. Let's it go actually. And I like this play because he knows what's in the back. He knows that he has a move.
Ariados for the
If it
win.
doesn't knock out, then you might get debuffed yourself. Maybe you have to shield something. Looks like Boom is going to put up his last protect shields. He needs to debuff this Pokemon and then land an Ice Beam. But this is not going to pull a shield, I think.
Oh, but this is going to maybe put this in bubble down range. Did Colin just overestimate the strength of his own Ariados? Is going to farm up a lot, of course. No shields on the side of Boom. Knows that he
Risky
can
ho
win
gaya
the
wo.
charge attack priority.
No
Actually
shield.
lets him throw the charge attack here. Puts up another shield. Knows that
ठंडाना
the
शुरू हो
Azumarill
गई
might
है.
not
Yep,
have
that's true.
enough energy to
सुबह
get to
सुबह
the
भाई
charge
थोड़ी
attack
लगती है
and
यार.
throws a trailblaze here in this matchup.
वेदर भी थोड़ा
he
सा
needs to
अभी
push
मजा
his
आएगा
attack
ना
back so he
गुरु
can take
अगले
on the
2-3
Azumarill, but the
महीने.
Azumarill is too healthy and has that HP that
Best
can take
weather
on
is
control as it
winter.
goes into the Azumarill. It has a little bit of energy.
Oh, it has a lot of energy. Oh, it has a lot of energy. There is no shield on the side of Colin. The Ice Beam is going to connect and take out the Ariados.
Boom is going with the Ice Beam here and
Boom is
takes
back
game
or
number
what,
1 in the
Jack?
Grand Finals reset. Despite a terrible lead against the final boss, he's able to come back. And now he's ahead in the Grand Finals reset.
This was shocking. I thought Colin had this easy, but then he just let go the Malamar.
He seemed to have all the
that-
answers, right? He had the
that
Ariados
was proven
into the
crucial,
Azumarill.
man.
He had the Shadow
That proved
Marowak
crucial.
into the Shadow Drapion, but because he lost so much HP on the Ariados, he was just so prone to the energy of the Azumarill that he had to be very picky with using his shields. And because he let the Malamar go as well, the Ariados from Boom was just way too healthy to take out afterwards.
अब मजा आएगा.
Yeah,
मुझे
I
भी
thought
ठंड
he
पसंद.
had this. I thought we had a
आइए.
clear game plan, Colin. But Boom.
Winter
managed
is
to come out
back.
of this game victorious. Now he's leading again. Keep in mind, yes, Colin.
Who is
won
as his
the
father?
bracket reset,
किसको
but
खबर
that's
किसको पता?
as it
Anime में
sounds,
दिखाया
it
नहीं भाई,
just
you know.
resets everything.
Definitely
Now
not those
Boom is
3
in the lead
options.
Again. The pressure is on Colin here.
How
ये
do you
राज
deal with
भी
that pressure? You need to make some
ass
good
के
calls
साथ ही
again.
चला गया
Keep
when
in
they
mind
made
that in the
ass out of
previous
the
set,
anime.
Colin was also 1-0 down, and in that set he won 3 battles in a row. So how are you going to adapt here? Last time he did with the Malamar, but that secret is kind of out already. Maybe it's time for Dugong to come back.
Oh, Dugong would be something that I would like to see. However, we have seen Ariados, we have seen Dunsparce on the side of Boom. So Dugong is a little hard to bring sometimes.
Match
Maybe-
number
maybe
2.
he finds a niche scenario where he
Last
can
time
win
we
it.
Boom
And
won the
we're
first
seeing
match, mirror
Psychic Cup
matchup.
Slayer,
Okay.
this is Malamar Mirror.
This is an interesting matchup because the Psy Wave are a lot on the screen, and they deal
विंटर आ गया, आप दिन में बाद स्ट्रीम कर पाओगे और नहीं तो क्या भाई, कॉम डे वार्म डे सब होगा भाई, सब स्ट्रीम होगा।
immunity typings in Pokemon Go, so Psychic
2026 में वापस आएगा,
resisted single times and Dark resisted double
बहुत
times.
टाइम है भाई अभी
Going to the drop
2026
zone,
में।
just keeping that energy, but now you have to take a superpower, and it does so much damage.
Yeah, but the Drapion basically used like a damage sponge in many of these games because it never gets one-hit KO'd. It always just takes some damage. Oh, the Shadow Quagsire is being brought in here. It can take a charge attack as well. Can shield the other one.
Debuff मिलेगा
Go for a
क्या?
huge farm down because Mudshot got changed. It provides less energy but deals more damage.
Oh,
And with
got
the
the
defense
debuff.
drop, you might go for an Aqua Tail to get a shield advantage here. Otherwise, I don't think that an Aqua Tail would have knocked out. In fact, he's letting it go.
This will
Is
KO,
this
right?
Aqua Tail going to knock out? It's getting really close. This has been
Yeah.
debuffed. And yes, it does knock out. Colin flips switch advantage, but it only allows Boom to farm more energy.
Yes, but it looked like a little bit of more energy, I thought, but the Psywave still dealt a lot of damage, even though it was resisted. We're going to
Superpower
go for a
and then
superpower here.
by
Colin's
these
Switchhammer must
these
be up,
two,
right?
their
pulling up the
MVP is
shield,
area
and
dose
switch
chat.
out as Colin just
Both these
yet,
players,
because
their
the
MVP
energy
is
from
area
Malamar
dose,
on
guys.
Ariados does, never mind, he goes there.
Area
But this
dose
goes to
is
a
their
lot of damage
MVP
power
dude
play.
for both
Let's
these
see.
players.
Go for the first power player. You gotta shield
They
something against
trust
Colin
on
right now.
area
You have
dose,
two
man.
protect shields, and there's the first one from Colin.
You have to shield at some point. He's going to go for a all of the lunge.
रेनी
is
सीजन भी
not
अच्छा होता
going to
है।
connect here
नहीं
because
यार, रेनी
just
सीजन
farming
सबसे
up a little
घटिया
bit
होता
more.
है
You have to
भाई,
lunge
पूरा वाटर
eventually as
लॉगिंग
well
भाई
still.
रोड पे
So we're going
कीचड़
to
वगैरह
Tony,
ना
we're going
यार,
to debuff the
रेनी सीजन
Ariados,
is
so
very
that
very
is
bad
advantageous
dude,
for Colin. However, the
उससे better
Psywave
तो
damage
समर है।
previously dealt so much, there might be a chance for Boom to win this Ariados mirror matchup.
एक सवाल
I don't know
यूपी
if that's
वाले
going to play
यूट्यूब
out
की वोट नहीं किया,
entirely
तो भाई ये
because the
जाके
blocks
लोगों
are
से पूछो भाई
misaligned.
हमसे
That
क्या
means
पूछ
that
रहे हैं
Colin
भाई,
at
हम
some
तो
point
गेमर
can
आदमी
switch
भाई,
out
हम
again
गेम
into his
खेलते हैं
own
स्ट्रीम पे।
Malamar, and I think that is what he wants to keep
हमें
shooting
क्या पता,
for, because otherwise
जाके
the
लोगों
lunge
से
will take
पूछो।
out the Malamar in one attack. Now, I think that Colin's Malamar is so low that
बिहार
the
वाले
opposing
काहे वोट
Malamar
करेंगे भाई,
will
उसे
knock
बिहार
it
में
out with
थोड़ी
one
है,
charge
वो
attack as
यूपी में
well.
है तो यूपी
Pablo's
वाले वोट
superpowers
करेंगे
do
ना
like
भाई।
50% there. First, we gotta get this one, and Boom is playing it very smart. He's farming up energy because if he threw immediately, it would leave Colin easy to switch out.
That is true. Very, very far ahead thinking from Boom 20 right here. Goes up to 2 lunges, throws one. The question is now how much damage,
Season
how
makes
much
people
energy does Colin 6's Ariados have? Can you switch in your
अंडरएस्टिमेटेड
yes, he
स्टेटमेंट है
goes
वो।
for it. Colin also attempts to switch. Both have a superpower. This is similar.
रेनी
energy
सीजन के
of
साथ
both,
बहुत
but the
डिजीजेस भी
HP
आती है
advantage is
भाई।
on the side of Boom. Colin is going to throw a superpower immediately. A shield is being put up by Boom. Can Boom win this? Is a foul play or a superpower enough after the debuff?
Who's going to win charge attack priority? Both Pokemon are at the superpower. Here we go, and Boom wins charge attack priority. Now you gotta use a shield as Colin. This is incredibly important in this match. But here's the other thing. Maybe you may be able to farm down as Colin here because the Psywave do almost no damage. Boom is in a very tough spot here.
Yeah, the debuff from the superpower because you won the charge attack priority. That's actually bad for you because now the superpower knocks out.
But
You
it's an
can't
attack.
throw a lunge. You can't throw a lunge. It is going to knock out the Malamar. But how much HP is on the Ariados? On the
Ariados
side
तो
of
literally
Colin
1
6?
HP
What
है,
is
he
going to
cannot
happen in
win।
this mirror match?
He has the launch! Colin
Oh
ties up the score!
भाई क्या क्लोज मैचेस है
And
भाई,
boss
एक नंबर
mode
यार।
activated once
एरियाडोस
again.
MVP भाई
Gets
दोनों का
out
भाई।
with the spider jump scares Boom with another lunge to knock out and finish this game too. The game
यूपी
is
बिहार
tied
अलग-अलग है,
again.
और नहीं तो क्या
There is
भाई।
no advantage on either side.
These matchups
Let's
take
see
a while
ऊपर
with
से
all
स्कूल
those
कॉलेज
debuffs
चल
around,
रहा
but with the shorter switch clock that we have in this
क्योंकि
new
भाई
lineup,
भी गेमर
it's
है,
about
बुलडोजर
one
सिमुलेटर
switch
खेलते
Pokemon. You can switch out again and
ये
just
बढ़िया
clear
था
the
भाई।
debuffs. Try to maneuver
In
with
real
energy
life.
on other Pokemon
That's
as well.
fun, यार।
These sets are crazy. Both players just dancing around with Ariados and Malamar. The highlights of the season are making an appearance here in the grand finals.
एनीमे तो
Martin,
ड्रेपियन
you
तो
as an
बहुत ही
extremely
स्ट्रॉन्ग
proficient player who has
एज
been
के
in many
तीन
top
पोकेमॉन
class.
सिंगारी।
Do
अभी तो
you-
यार इन दिस
do
प्ले
you just
पोकेमॉन
calm
आल्सो
down in
Shadow
this
Shadow
situation
Drapion
because
has
the game
become
in the end, it
too
was
good
very
man
hectic. How
in the play
important is it
Pokemon
to
circuit।
breathe through
Shadow
here?
Drapion
It takes such a
Definitely a
toll
good
on
pick।
your mental, really, because losing
Calling
a game
to
like
the
this is
wind।
rough, especially if you were to win a lead like we saw in the previous game. But that was hard for Colin. Keeping your cool here, it means that you need to think of a strategy that could work. Maybe that your opponent already knows but doesn't expect again, or maybe something entirely new. Maybe you need to run a
मुझे नहीं पता था वो यूपी बिहार वाला हमेशा नाम साथ में जोड़ते हैं ना
is
इसलिए।
what both players need to do here. Both
कल्चर
players
मोस्टली दोनों का
have
सेम है
lost
ना
one
इसलिए।
game and have won one game here. The pressure is high on both players. Boom wants to win his first championship ever, and Colin looking to add.
कॉलिंग तो कार
his
किसी से
fourth
साफ
gold
करने के
medal
लिए
to
इस्तेमाल
his
करते हैं
collection.
ना।
The stakes
हाँ
are
भाई।
getting higher
यही
every
कर लो तुम
single
चैट
game
में
because
हैं।
the game, the match won't be finished after
Word
this
play
one,
कर
but
लो,
you
word
have match
play।
point to be the Lille regional champion either for the
first time,
or once again.
That's gonna be it.
भाई
indeed.
5
Both
मैच
players are
होने
looking
चाहिए
through
क्या
these
क्या बोलते हो
teams.
guys, right?
At
1-1
some
हो,
point, I
फिर
think
2-2
you
हो,
kind of can't predict which Pokemon
and the
come
winner
out.
is decided
I
in the
bet
battle
the
number 5.
Ariados will be again on both
सब
sides
मजा है,
because
पैसा
so
वसूल, you
strong.
know.
Colin has the Shadow Marowak, but there's no Clotsire or something. Here we go. Game number 3 between these two players. Chat, audience, I want to hear your support for these
Great
trainers.
match.
This is a great lead for Colin.
Yeah.
Drop you into Malamar, but looks like Boom's staying in.
Yeah, the backline does not look like it wants to get crunched immediately. We're going to throw a crunch.
He will
on
throw
the side of
superpower
Boom.
and
Maybe
then
Boom's strategy is to go
swap,
up to
right?
almost 2 superpowers and then throw one to switch
Yeah.
out afterwards. Try to get a little bit of damage onto the Shadow Drapion to get into a possible farm down range.
I think he wants to pull a shield advantage in case there will be a Malamar in the
He's
back, so
letting
he
it
can take it
go.
out with one lunge in the back. Going into the
Wow.
Quagsire, going into the poison type. You think his poison type isn't good into Quagsire, but it has.
भाई
chosen
Ariados
to
भी
go for
बहुत
the Stone Edge.
spammy है,
Wants to
dude.
get that
Ariados is
opportunity.
also
I
too
don't know if I
spammy.
agree with this play because this doesn't pull a shield exactly. Never mind, it doesn't pull a shield. Even though it wasn't as threatening as
sealed it?
Stone Edge,
Interesting.
Colin wants to preserve as much HP on his Pokemon as possible.
Is that incredible mind games right now? A shield signalizing, hey, I want
He
to
will
not
anyway
take
come out
this
of like one
undebuffed
seal advantage,
damage,
Colin,
but Boom
right?
is not falling for
Because
this
he
play.
outpaces
He's
to
going shield up
Trailblaze
the
compared to
Trailblaze.
Stone
He's
Edge,
going
right?
to not
Yeah.
get taken out immediately. The attack rose on the Ariados, but how important is that? Aqua Tail is going to deal a tremendous amount of damage, even though it's not super effective.
That does a lot of damage. I'm not sure if the Quagsire can actually flip this. I don't think so. It wouldn't need to knock it out in 3 much, but this Ariados is just barely bulky enough. Going for another Trailblaze, not
He will
taking
get to
any
another
chance with a potential lunge
Trailblaze,
bait,
yeah.
And this does leave the Ariados very low.
But the
and
question
very
is,
prone
the
to take it out
catch-
with
Big.
No, he gets the Macho
Oh.
down. That's crazy.
If Colin
Mud
had
shot
baited
down हो
with
गया
a
भाई?
lunge, this might
क्या
not
बात?
have
मेरे को लगा भाई
happened
he will reach to
before,
another
but
Trailblaze.
Now the Shadow Quagsire is in there. It's
Ooh, that
sitting
is-
big.
that is
It's
important.
not debuff. It has 1.5 Aqua Tails, 2 Aqua Tails even against the Shadow Marowak. This only
बहुत
has
damage
one shield.
देगा भाई,
This is
बहुत
going to
damage
deal
देगा।
so much damage.
Aquatail comes through, washes all over the
भाई
Shadow
कितना
Marowak.
damage है, dude?
You need to catch an attack
Oh,
at some
भाई।
point, I think, as Colin. Is he going to try to do it? No, he's not. The thing is, if you know there's Ariados in the back, Rock Slide might be so important. What do you shoot here as Colin?
Boom knows he's going to lose the charge attack priority.
will
We saw
wait
that
there,
earlier.
right?
Takes out a shield. Has
Yeah.
the move. Colin waits a turn. Swaps into the Drapion now. The Super Power is already loaded up on the side of Boom. There's going to be an Aqua Tail. How is this game going to turn out? Boom still has the Quagsire in the back.
This leaves
Will he
Boom
get
for an
to a
incredible farm down
move?
on either one of his Pokemon here, on both the Ariados and the Quagsire. Quagsire comes in. Quagsire is popping off.
Yeah.
And it
Quaggy
forced down
for
to
the
Drapion
sweep
before he
or
gets to a
what?
charge attack. Now going for the Aquatail, but we know that he wins charge attack priority. Now you need to farm down with the Ariados. But if Colin gets to a Rock Slide, it might get really close.
Yeah, but the Ariados has so much damage with those Poison Sting. This is a slither of health, and this is going to be
full
boom,
HP Ariados
boom,
बचा हुआ है भाई।
boom!
कि caster ऐसे hype किए हैं जैसे Ariados 10 HP पे है भाई। Ariados full HP था भाई। Caster देखो बोल रहा है it is going to be कैसे it is going to be close? It was a full health Ariados.
Is Colin able to make a
Lol.
comeback here?
The most prestigious regionals are the ones that you win versus Colin in the finals. So far, there
कौन
was
सा
only
पैसा?
one
देखने वालों का
trainer who
पैसा
has
भाई।
beat Colin
Viewers
6
का पैसा।
in a grand finals, and that was Arceus Aurelius.
Typhlosion
Can
needs
Boom be the
justice,
second
lol।
one?
आपने यूनाइट खेला क्यों छोड़ दिया? यूनाइट में रेगुलर कभी खेला ही नहीं, बस एक आध दिन मैंने स्ट्रीम किया था।
But now there's Boom.
एक
and
दो
Boom
दिन
is
I think I
playing
did
out of
stream,
his
but
mind.
I never
Yes,
used to
have
play
all his
Unite
accolades
regularly,
from
bro.
Colin. They're
वो
incredibly
तो बस try कर रहा था
impressive.
मैं।
Boom doesn't have any because this is his first
No any
championship.
particular reason.
Which is also impressive.
Wait, exactly, because look at how far he got. Imagine having a 100% win rate. That's always something good to have, no?
Yeah, 100% seems kind of decent. To be honest, he has lost the bracket reset.
I
so maybe
flow
that's
see
not
and थोड़ी
exactly
victim
100,
है।
but I think we count the grand finals as a whole,
ये
right?
क्या भाई?
That is true. Well, let's just keep it in
धो
terms
दिया
of
मेरा बाग को।
championship series. and
पूरा भाई
if he were
डिटर्जेंट
to
लगा
win-
के भाई।
But again, we saw Colin come back in the grand finals reset as well. If anyone can keep their cool, it would be Colin. And Colin can make some
Come on,
really good
Colin,
team
win this
reads
match,
too.
bro.
We saw
Let's
a
go
good
2-2.
adaptation there from Boom with that Quagsire. Quagsire was just so difficult for Colin there. With that energy advantage, he
यूनाइट
just
में खड़ा क्या
wanted
होता
the
देख के
Ariados
बोरिंग लगता।
with when 2 shields were up at the start. That might be new information for Boom as
उसका
well.
concept
and he could
completely
adapt
अलग है,
that. He
right?
could
तो वो
use
क्या
that. If I can just swap in my Quagsire at some point, Colin will have no answer as long as I have 2 shields up.
Yep, that is true. The way he played
Plus
out this
वो
matchup versus
team
the
game है,
Ariados
right?
with
Like
those
you need 4
Trailblazers
players.
didn't fall for it.
और ये 5
This
players
could
चाहिए।
be-
कितने
this
लोग का
could
है?
have
4
been
players का
huge
या
on
5
the
players
side
का
of
है?
Colin. This could have switched the entire game because he actually got a very, very close farm down on the Quagsire versus the Ariados. If he had lunged, I think he would have reached another Trailblaze and knocked out
Colin
Shadow
लाके दे
Quaxar,
दिया
but that
लाल।
didn't happen. Boom leads 2-1.
That mobile
This
game में
is
उसमें
match
goals करने
point
होता है।
for the regional
हाँ हाँ पता है
championships
भाई
here in
पता है
Lille.
पता है।
The lead goes to Colin.
Colin with that
But
drop
सिर्फ
you
goals का ही
saw this
scene नहीं है,
earlier as
उसमें और भी
well. Looks
चीजें
like
हैं, right?
Boom is pulling off that same strategy here. This is a great lead for the
Same
drop
matchup
and
like the
here we see
last
the
time.
superpower
Let's see if
again. This time
Colin
doesn't throw a
wins
charge
this
attack
time.
first, taking the charge attack here. If the Quagsire now comes in, it would have to
He'll have
take
to play something
that
different,
crunch,
right?
which does a lot of damage. And let's see, going into the Ariados instead, immediately banking the energy. This is interesting. Now let's see if Colin is going to play this different.
Yep, we
Last
see
time in the
Boom
mid game
has a
only
lot
he
of
lost,
energy
right?
On the Shadow Drapion didn't bother to throw even an Aqua Tail, but the Aqua Tail is being shielded on the side of Colin here.
अभी तक
Goes
same ही
for
है
a
last
Trailblaze
जैसा।
or a lunge. We have seen how it plays out last time. Goes for the Trailblaze. Is Boom predicting a huge debuff here?
If you no
or is he
seal, it is
predicting
gone.
the grass type
Okay.
attack? Shields the Trailblaze up. Quagsire hangs on for another day.
Colin 6 is not taking any chances with potential lunge baits. No shooting this Aquatail. This looks like the previous game here. We know that Quagsire can get the full
Yeah.
poison thing down unless Colin goes for a lunge here, but no. Goes for a Trailblaze. And Boom knows that he can get the Mudshot down here. But perhaps this might open up for Colin because the clock is
He'll
up
not get
now.
another
He'll
Trailblaze,
switch out
right?
into the
Okay,
Malamar.
now
He
he
swaps out, needs the energy here. This is going to be
He had to do
super crucial. There's no
something
longer
different.
HP left on all the Pokemon of Colin. He's going to get really close.
Oh, it's very, very interesting as well that Colin didn't throw a superpower immediately. Makes sense because he would be debuffed in the next matchup as well. Aquatail is going to connect a foul play, almost going to knock out from this range. Aquatail looks like it might be able to knock out here if it goes unshielded.
It's gonna get really close. Colin puts up his last Protect Shield here. In goes the Malamar. Squid Game time. And now you need two foul players. Colin to knock it out. Oh, goes for the superpower instead. This costs a little bit less energy. I'm not sure if the second one will knock out though. And then there's still the Ariados in the back from Boom as well.
A superpower and swap? No, we can't swap. We are still locked in this one. Colin
This will
goes for
KO
the
though,
next one.
right?
Malamar on the side of Boom is very, very low here. I think this might
This
be
will
a
KO,
knockout. Or will
right?
Boom get an attack
Yeah.
of... No, it gets knocked out. He has the Shadow Quagsire. He has the Ariados. The timer is up for Colin. Brings in
He
the
has a
Drapion
hell
that
lot of
has
energy
Drop
on
Attack.
Drapion,
Goes
bro.
for a crunch here. Is
Crazy
this going to knock
energy.
out?
I think he's getting so close to knocking out. Drapion comes in with a crunch. Here we go. Chop, chop, chop.
Boom.
Knocks it out. In comes the Ariados. And it's going to get crucial. Can't get the poisoning down here. The crunch going to do so much damage to the Ariados. We've seen this before, but Colin still has his own Ariados as well. Can it take the lunge? This is going to get down to the wire.
This deals so much damage, but the Ariados on Colin's side is so incredibly low. Defense.
He goes down with the
debuff.
Aquatail.
He has 1.5 lunges. Is that enough on the back of Ariados to win
One
this
lunge
game
KOs
against
his
on
Ariados?
Colin's side? And the Malamar as well. He wants to bring no Pokemon in there. There is so much energy. He farms up a little more. He
Okay,
goes to
GG,
two
he
moves.
wins,
He
he
goes
wins.
to 2 moves. Boom goes
Boom
to 2
wins.
moves.
Boom wins.
That
Let's
means
go.
he has 2 charge sticks loaded.
Yeah.
Colin has 2 Pokemon left. He has another attack. Ariados
Another
has a high
lunge,
attack
GG's.
with charge stack
Boom
priority.
wins.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The lunge of the Malamar goes through. Boom.
Boom
It's
wins.
going to be
Let's go.
your 2025 Lille Regional Champion.
One more time. Let's get it. Boom! 20 wins
Nice,
the
man.
Pokemon
Nice,
Go
nice
Regional
game.
Championships here in Lille. He's debuted on the competitive circuit. This is absolutely
Goals?
incredible.
Defeating
Yeah,
3-time
उसमें
regional
energy वगैरह
champion
collect
Colin
करके
6
goals वगैरह का
on
scene
his
रहता है।
first ever play Pokemon Championship. What an incredible performance from Boom. If you didn't know Boom yet, you will know him now.
He is absolutely on the page. He's on the stage and he keeps
Well played, man. Well
on
played.
winning. This is the best performance. People have been talking about him before the tournament as well, saying, hey, Boom 20, very well known in grassroots tournaments. He's going to have his debut there. He's going to be scary. Nobody wanted to see him in their bracket. And then he just came and saw and he
This
won.
was his first regional, I think, and he
Look at
won.
the smile, going to cheer with his friends. I can imagine
Crazy,
what
man.
a moment that
ये
must
क्या हो
be.
गया?
Your first time coming here, making it to the big stage, playing
Better
against
player
such
won, man.
a
और क्या हो
scary
गया?
opponent, right? An opponent with so many accolades. And he did it. He did it, Leo.
Yeah, Colin 6, also the 5th time he enters a grand finals of a regional championships or a special event is absolutely incredible. So many times he absolutely also reset the bracket here, but boom, he just managed to overcome the final boss.
क्या मजा आता
Does
होगा यार
he
जब
need
कोई
a nickname?
टूर्नामेंट
His
विनर
name
क्या crazy
stands
feeling
for
आती होगी chat.
everything he does.
Indeed. That was crazy, right? And we saw the
Hello,
players
Payne.
celebrating
What's
with him.
up?
As we said, Boom is a
क्या मजा आता होगा
well-known
guys.
trainer. This could be you in any championship if you do well.
आज अब आधा घंटे हम थोड़ा कार्ड ओपन करेगा इस बार के रीजनल में हु ऑल आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन इंडिया? इंडिया रीजनल कब हुआ था लास्ट टाइम? डू यू गाइस रिमेंबर लाइक व्हेन डिड इंडिया रीजनल हैपन लास्ट ईयर? 2024 में किस मंथ को हुआ था? Pa-pa-pa. Cool. Cool. चलो हमें क्या करने का है? सबसे पहले तो शॉप ओपन करने का क्या क्या माउस माउस इज वर्किंग मार्च या अप्रैल में तो आने ही वाला है फिर तो 3-4 महीने में। अभी क्या चल रहा है? अक्टूबर चल रहा है, अक्टूबर एंड ही होने वाला है। जस्ट 3 to 4 months to go, right? क्या पे करने का है? 12,800 सैलरी पे करनी है। अबे जे का है, इतना सैलरी क्यों पे करनी है हमें? 1 2 3 4। अब इसको फायर कर देता हूँ भाई, उतना काम ही नहीं है। टर्मिनेट, चलो जाओ। 12,000 क्यों पे करूँ भाई? चलो 2 रीस्टॉकर भी आइडियल है, भी रहने दो। 2 रीस्टॉकर तो भी नीड, उतना तो नीड है चैट। वी नीड 2 रीस्टॉकर। लूट मची वे, ऐसे ही चले गए भाई। 12,000। Hey Zion, what's up? Long time no see. We are grinding for Kanto Reason Champion title. Let's go. By unlocking Blue's icon. Dedication to है. Dedication or what? I don't know, recruit. I just want to see what prices has gone up. Epic Destiny for. मेरी शक्ल बैगन जैसी क्यों है? बैगन से पूछो फिर, बैगन वैसा क्यों दिखता है? शक्ल में क्या रखा है यार? थोड़ा सा हमें समझ रहे हो चैट? अबे हेलो, एक ही बॉक्स ओपन करेगा या वी हैव टू थोड़ा सा हमें रिनोवेट करना पड़ेगा हमारे स्टोर को, यू नो। वी हैव टू डू सम मॉडिफिकेशंस। इंडियन वन स्टार्ट ऑफ द नेक्स्ट मंथ विल बी इन रेड ओरिजिन पालकिया नवंबर एंड 22nd and 23rd November. We have Origin Dialga and Origin Palkia in raid during the Go Wild Area event. Globally 22nd November and 23rd November. Next month end, yep. यूनाइट खेलना शुरू कर दो ना। यूनाइट के लिए भाई प्रॉपर प्लेयर्स चाहिए ब्रो, ऐसा नहीं हो पाएगा ना। लाइक इसके लिए कितने 5 प्लेयर्स है राइट? तो 5 प्लेयर चाहिए, वैसे थोड़ी होगा, उसके लिए टीम चाहिए। प्लस पता नहीं, मैं खेला था 2 दिन पर मेरे को यूनाइट उतना लाइक इंगेजिंग आई डिडंट फाउंड भाई, इसीलिए फिर मैंने कंटिन्यू नहीं किया। वो सीन था ब्रो। मे भी ट्राई करें फिर फ्यूचर में कभी ऐसा रैंडमली बीच में कभी स्ट्रीम लाइक दैट। सोलो भी खेलते हैं लोग। हाँ सोलो तो क्यों कर सकते हैं, बट लाइक देयर विल बी 4 अदर रैंडम प्लेयर्स राइट, तो वो अलग बीटी होती है फिर ना, टू प्ले विथ रैंडम। इससे बेटर है कि 5 अपने बंदों के साथ खेलो, you know, like that. $600 coins कर ली, क्या बात है. थोड़े से डोनेट हो जाते तो अबे इतने पैसे, how you are making that much money, dude? Just by catching Pokemon? I don't know. I don't believe. Simply by catching Pokemon, you cannot make that much money, right? I'm thinking of saving Raid Pass or Giratina, so I will and try to get another on Palkia. Yeah, you can definitely save. If you already have a Giratina, you can save for Origin Dialga and Origin Palkia, dude. Like, they are much better overall in the game. If you already have a Giratina, like, then you can definitely skip it. Machamp is the key to go? What has Machamp got to do with that? भाई रैंडम में मज़ा आता है इफ़ यू डोंट हैव बीपी इश्यूज. गुस्सा तो बहुत आता है. बीपी इश्यूज क्या भाई, मैं ऑफलाइन वैलोरेंट ग्राइंड करता हूँ तो आदत है भाई वैलो में. वैलोरेंट से आदत हो गई है अब तो. इतना बीटी होता है भाई रैंडम्स के साथ. अरे खांसी कैसे हो गया भाई. The video about Talon is nice. Talon is one of my favorite Pokemon. Yo, thanks Dion. I really appreciate it, man. We'll be uploading more like PvP related videos, guys. Not daily, but yeah, in beach mein. In betweens, we'll be opening. We'll be not opening, like we'll be uploading the PvP videos also. मैं Machamp लेके 1v5 कर लेता हूँ. भाई पीरो प्लेयर और व्हाट. प्लीज खेलना स्टार्ट कर दो. देखते हैं, प्लान करेंगे कुछ. देखते हैं. अबे क्या बात है, ये कार्ड सेल नहीं हो रहे भाई. क्या सीन भाई. हेलो, what happened? Why you guys are not purchasing these beautiful cards, dude? You know, there was a time when they were getting so like crazy, man. What happened suddenly? 3, 4, 5, 6. चलो आ जाओ. Perfumes are there. Yep. Cool. More PP videos? Yeah, I'll try to make that, man. Don't have Giratina. I do one probably, but I got nice Savage Darkrai. So skip him. Oh, I get it. We have one more raid hour on Wednesday, right? Tomorrow evening I might be doing like Giratina raid. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday definitely. But yeah, most probably tomorrow we will be doing some Giratina raids. If you want, you can join. Machamp with attack weight. यूनाइट खेलता था. क्या बात कर रहे हो. सारे पोकेमॉन अनलॉक रखे. आइस थी. You used Weezing, Talon and Quaggy. Okay, like Galarian Weezing or regular Weezing? Galen Weezing. Okay, I see. मचाम को इतना मिल गया है कि कोई यूज ही नहीं करता. लॉल. सिंड्रेस चला लेंगे. ये देखो सिंड्रेस आया था अभी मेरे को. That was Syndrace's first copy. Syndrace's first copy, भाई guys. और how many days are left for this season to end, chat? GPL season? Around 50, 45? How many days? Do you have rank 9 Gary? Oh, that is too good rank, man. I don't have that for PvP. So sadly I didn't try that, man. I forgot to evolve. I got one coughing during that event, but I forgot to evolve it into Gary and Wheezing, dude. I forgot, man. That evolution was only for that particular event, right? And I missed it. But yeah, that is a good Pokemon for PvP. Gary and Wheezing is really good. I think maybe in Remix, we might see that. In Great League Remix. यूनाइट को सीखने के बाद जब मजा आता है मैं बता नहीं सकता. बता दो यार, इसी बात पे बता ही दो यार. बता ही दो. क्रेजी. मजा आता है तो फिर क्या खेले. वही बोला ना, जब टीम रहती है लाइक 5 बंदे रहते हैं तब खेलने में मजा आता है. रैंडम्स के साथ नहीं मजा आता है यार. आधे से ज़्यादा मैच में तो रैंडम्स के माइक ऑफ रहेंगे, कोई बोलेगा नहीं. यू योरसेल्फ विल बी टॉकिंग. रैंडम्स को लेना देना नहीं. When you play with friends, proper communication होता है, then it is more fun to play. Halloween is useful too. Yeah, that's true. It has fair amount of use. In Great League, it is not that used in Open Great League, but it can really beat some of the top meta Pokemon in the Open Great League. Alien Weezing. Like an anti-meta, it still has some play. But yeah, it is going to be like very risky play. But yeah, in themed cups, Alien Weezing is very, very good. Got 15, 14, 14 Mega Blaziken. That is a nice catch. Are you planning to like max it out, or you are going to wait for the perfect one? Game Pass skin as in like Battle Pass thing, right? तो वो तो paid होगा, right? Paid. That will be paid one, right? Okay, you haven't mega it yet? Okay. Like yeah, if you have like enough mega energy where you can mega like 2-3 of them, you can definitely mega that one. It's not bad because you're doing 15, 14, 14. Plus you can utilize the mega bonuses with that, you know. Another ghost card after so long, but value come here, 493. But we'll take that, dude. They are very, very rare. Black ghost cards look sick, man, compared to white ones. Paid है ना? Okay. वो monthly season passes जो आता like that या full season pass रहता है वो? Is it like monthly or is it like for one complete season? What do you have, sir? Okay, let's do the billing. 112. There you go, sir. Okay, they are going to buy some more. Okay, let them buy. I'll have to, yeah, restock a lot of items. I'll have to purchase new licenses. So yeah, अभी थोड़ा proper setup करना है, guys. We have to like again reorganize things. I'll make a separate video for this thing also. एक separate video बनाएंगे. More video content बनाना पड़ेगा हमें. मैं यूज करता हूँ अटैकर, नाइन टेल्स, डिफेंडर, मैमस्पाइन, ऑलराउंडर, ड्रैगनाइट, सपोर्टर, विजिटर, मोस्ट फीचर्स. व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू प्ले, लाइक मैंने क्या 2-3 दिन ही खेला है. आई यूज्ड टू प्ले अ लॉट यूज विथ वीनसॉर. और कौन सा पोकेमॉन यूज करता था? वीनसॉर में बहुत ज़्यादा यूज करता था. और एक कोई पोकेमॉन था जो मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा, विच आई यूज्ड टू यूज. वो तो स्टार्टिंग टाइम में खेलता था जब आई थिंक उस टाइम यूनाइट रिलीज ही हुआ था यार. लाइक एकदम न्यू गेम था वो. अभी तो लाइक इट हैज बीन लाइक कितने साल हो गए यूनाइट को? 3-4 years? हाउ मेनी years? 3-4 years तो हो गए होंगे, राइट? यूज मचैम, सिंड्रेस, काचोम, निंजा. ओके, अगर मैं पास खरीद सकता. 3 साल हो गए ना. हाँ, उस टाइम तो आई यूज्ड टू यूज टैलन. आई थिंक टैलन भी शायद मैं यूज करता था इन दैट गेम आल्सो. आई यूज्ड टू use do 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 2 3. What is there? 10% something. Let's put it here. We have 6 slots. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, हमें perfume. I think we have to order more perfume, chat, right? Okay, what's the scene? अब रेंट पे करना है. डेली एक्सपेंसेस कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं हो रहे चैट? हेलो, Destiny is like same, dude. Okay. What has gone up? Epic card box, like the regular one. We'll keep opening the Destiny one. Before that, I'll have to put ghost card on the display, chat. Let's add the new ghost one. Let's go. Oh yeah. Shall we keep opening the epic one? रिलीज. मेरा कैप्टन सिंडी फर्स्ट बैटल पास स्किन था पॉइंट गेम का. अच्छा, मेरे जो नहीं रहा था उसके सेकंड डे को डाउनलोड किया था. ओ नहीं, मतलब मैंने उतना डिसेंट में नहीं खेला था. मतलब हो गए तो उस टाइम आई थिंक 2-3 months. आफ्टर दैट आई स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग. मैंने अपना यूजर नेम भी शायद डिस्कॉर्ड पे पोकेमॉन यूनाइट चैनल में दिया हुआ है. आई थिंक मैंने अपना भी प्रोफाइल दिया हुआ है, पर वो प्रोफाइल एक्टिव ही नहीं है. अगर प्रोफाइल एक्टिव नहीं हो तो डू दे लाइक डिलीट द अकाउंट चैट? 3 साल से अकाउंट खोला ही ना हो तो इज द अकाउंट गेट्स रिमूव्ड? Does that account get removed randomly, guys, if you don't play the game for 3 years? Lol. My ID प्यार किया तो डरना क्या? सही बात. क्या आईडी है ये? आईडी नहीं, मैं तभी अकेले खेलते हो, सोलो खेलते हो निंजा भाई. आईडी रखो अच्छा सा, डुओ में खेलोगे फिर. Because you have that ID, you have to play solo, man. Count रिमूव नहीं होता. फिर ठीक है, फिर ठीक है. बट हमारा कोई प्लान नहीं है अभी वापस जाने का उधर, उस रास्ते जाने का भी हमारा कोई प्लान नहीं है। हमारा प्लान है वैलोट की तरफ जाने का, यू नो, वैलोरेंट वैलोरेंट वैलोरेंट। एंजल ब्रेक राइड की है 4 पैकेट टीम में मस्त। वाह भाई क्या बात, नाम तो है पर वो नाम तो पुराना हो गया यार, अब तो काफी कॉमन हो गया भाई वो नेम। एक टाइम था जब वो नेम रूल कर रहा था, अब तो पुराना हो गया भाई। गॉन आर दोस डेज, यू नो। एटलीस्ट ऑफलाइन तो खेल लिया करो। देखते हैं कभी मूड बनेगा किसी दिन तो हम पिंग कर देंगे डिस्कॉर्ड पे। डिस्कॉर्ड पे तो हो ही आप, राइट? कभी अगर भूलते भालते या कभी सब्सक्राइबर गेम्स करे तो साथ में खेल सकते हैं। क्या खेला है? पोकेमॉन यूनाइट की बात हो रही थी। क्रेजी इज लुकिंग फॉर सम टीममेट्स। इफ यू प्ले XYZ, you guys can team up, you know. तो ये इधर घूम के क्यों रखा हुआ है बे? अच्छा वो दूसरे कार्ड से इसीलिए वैसे उल्टा है। लॉल डूड, मेरे को लगा भाई वो अपोजिट क्यों है भाई। लॉल, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट कैटेगरी कार्ड। आपने खेला नहीं कभी क्या? ओके विगलीटम, वहां भी चार्म चला रहे हो क्या निंजा? हेलो, उधर भी चार्म ही यूज कर रहे हो? ओ भाई व्हाट आर द टॉप मेटा पोकेमॉन्स इन दैट गेम? लाइक यूनाइट में टॉप मेटा क्या क्या है? यूजेस वाइज नहीं बोल रहा, लाइक game wise top meta pokemons. What are the top 5 meta pokemons in Unite? Because game के mechanics are different, right? कछु दे ही नहीं रहा भाई। कछु तो दे ही दो। हेलो गेम प्लीज, आई रिक्वेस्ट यू। Pa, 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 pa. रिपीटेड कार्ड्स ही ओपन हो रहे हैं भाई. रुको, हमें लाइट ओपन करने का है यार. परफ्यूम ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा मेरे को. वी विल जस्ट सिर्फ हम ये परफ्यूम ऑर्डर करेगा, दैट्स इट. और अभी कुछ नहीं ऑर्डर करेगा. आज का डे एंड होने दो, उसके बाद देखते हैं. ये टॉप प्रायोरिटी है, यू नो, इज अ टॉप प्रायोरिटी आइटम. हमारा रेटिंग बहुत फ्लक्चुएट करता है बिकॉज ऑफ दैट थिंग. लॉल. क्या रेटिंग चल रहा है अभी भाई? 4.3 ठीक है. नॉट बैड, नॉट बैड, नॉट बैड. Hi Zion, thank you for joining. Catch you later, man. मेटा हर बार चेंज होता है मगर ओवरऑल मेटा है सीजर, निंजा, ट्रेव और सेरुलेज. ओह, we got like around 350 value card, but yeah, not that big, man. Common है हमारे लिए. We need something big, dude. $64, 46. Okay, and what about you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sir, you can pick any card, sir. Yeah, please feel free to pick any of these cards, man. No stress. कितना हो गया होगा? तो आप अगर आप खेलते भी नहीं होगे, सपोज यू आर एट मास्टर रैंक, तो वो तो सीजन में रीसेट होता होता होगा 0, राइट? नहीं, वो सिस्टम नहीं है उसमें. It resets to 0 after a new season. It doesn't work like that. मास्टर है क्रेजी भाई, क्या बात कर रहे हो? हीरो प्लेयर और व्हाट? फिर तो हमें कैरी करना, अगर कभी हम आए उस गेम में तो कैरी कर करके हमें भी मास्टर बना देना यार. रीसेट होता है तो रीसेट क्या एकदम 0 हो जाता है क्या? ये बॉट वाला कमांड यहाँ का ही लिख रहे हो भाई? डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर पे लिखो ना बॉट में. यहाँ थोड़ी डिसा रिप्लाई देगी भाई. लॉल. मोए मोए लॉल डूड. प्लीज मैन, कुछ तो अच्छा दे दो यार. आई फील लाइक जैसे जैसे लेवल अप होता है ना, प्रोबेबिलिटी और इंक्रीज हो जाती है, यू नो. इंक्रीज बोल रहा, प्रोबेबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो जाती है टू गेट हाई वैल्यू कार्ड. द मोर हायर लेवल यू गो, फाइवलेस होता है गैस. बेसिक, एक्सपर्ट, अल्ट्रा, वेटरन, मास्टर. जो मास्टर होता है उनका रीसेट होकर वेटरन हो जाता है. अच्छा, लाइक 1 लेवल नीचे हो जाता है क्या, लाइक दैट? तो फिर तो हर सीजन वैसे कर करके 1 लेवल नीचे जाएगा, तो जो मतलब दोज गाइस हु हैव नॉट प्लेड फॉर लाइक 4-5 सीजन्स, तो वो तो फिर 0 लेवल पे आ जाएंगे बेसिक पे. सोन पापड़ी खाना है क्या? क्या बात है टीम ब्रो, जरूर खाएंगे. कहाँ है, भेजो जरा. कौन सी सोन पापड़ी, चॉकलेट वाली या रेगुलर वाली भाई? चॉकलेट सोन पापड़ी भी आती है मार्केट में, हमें दोनों ही पसंद है। ओ भाई। I like both the flavors too. दिवाली का वेट करो, अपने आप घूमते हुए आएगा आपके घर। क्या बात, सोन पापड़ी अपने आप घूमते हुए आ जाएगा। जे भी हो है, ये क्या मैजिक ट्रिक है भाई। लॉल। सोन पापड़ी इज योर फेवरेट, क्या बात है निंजा। इसी बात पे दिवाली पे सबके लिए सोन पापड़ी फ्रॉम योर साइड। बे लक के तो बैंड बजे पर है भाई, कुछ नहीं मिल रहा डूड, कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा ढंग का। ये देखो एक ही आइटम लेके जा रहे हैं भाई, क्या है ऐसे कैसे है। हाउ आर वी सपोज टू रीच $10 million dude if you will purchase one mat each? वैसे I have to restock them so I get it. It is on me because I have not restocked the stuff. But we'll be doing that pretty soon. $30. There you go, sir. 154. $56. There you go, ma'am. Please revisit the store. Okay, these guys are playing the game. Let them play the game. Cool. चलो आ जाओ। ये कौन सा बॉक्स है? तो बेसिक वाला ही बॉक्स है क्या? Okay. The regular basic box है क्या? Okay. Not the Destiny one. I get it. चलो let them complete their game. We'll wait for them to wrap up. ईगा गाँव का सोन पापड़ी, आइए ऐसा क्या? मुझे पसंद है सोन पापड़ी, तो आप सब मुझे दोगे ना। फेवरेट आपका है तो खुशी खुशी आप सबको गिफ्ट करोगे ना। हेलो। ब्रो मैं ब्लू की टीम के आगे लेवल 100 का म्यूटो लेके जा रहा हूँ। जीत के आना, चाओ यार, जीत के आना। यह गाँव में सोने की पापड़ बना के उसे सोन पापड़ी बोलते हैं। ये तो अब आप बात घुमा रहे हो। हेलो, कि आपको सबको सोन पापड़ी गिफ्ट ना करनी पड़े। हेलो, ये तो अब आप बातें घुमा रहे हो। गोल 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 गोल। अबे खत्म करो, दुकान बंद करने का है। कितना लंबा गेम चलाओगे आप लोग? हेलो, जाओ आप लोग घर जाके खेलना फिर कार्ड। हाँ चलो भाई, जा रहे हैं। लिसन टू मी गाइस, प्लीज गिव अस 5-star रिव्यू मैम। ओके, एंड सर यू टू। कुछ खरीद ही लेके चल जाते, खाली हाथ जा रहे हो। शर्म भी नहीं आ रहा आप लोगों को? खाली हाथ ही जा रहे हो सर, क्या भाई? खाली हाथ कहाँ है? किधर है आपका हैंड बैग? कुछ भी नहीं लिया भाई उस बंदे ने। गेम खेला और चटक लिया भाई वो। परफ्यूम इज फुल। लेट्स गो। चलो भाई, विजय भावा। विजय भावा वो क्या है भाई? वैसे सोने की पापड़ भी चलेगा, बात तो सही है। वैसे कौन मना करेगा भाई, बताना जरा। नॉट अ सिंगल पर्सन विल से नो टू दैट। कस्टमर्स तो बढ़ रहे हैं यार, 134 आए थे बजाय तो। रेंट तो नहीं पे करना है ना भाई। चलो कूल गाइस, अब जो है ना हम रैप अप करेंगे आज यहीं पे। शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम होगी, ज़्यादा लंबी नहीं करेंगे, थोड़ा खांसी वासी हो रहा है अपने को, ठीक है? तो ज़्यादा लंबी नहीं करेंगे आज, बट कल हम शाम में वापस आएंगे। हो सकता है कल आफ्टरनून में भी एक वीडियो शेड्यूल करें हम, ठीक है, एडिट हो जाएगी तो। बट आई विल बी पोस्टिंग मोर वीडियो कंटेंट ऑल्सो साथ में स्ट्रीम के साथ, लाइक इट विल बी फॉर डिफरेंट गेम्स। मतलब जो मैं स्ट्रीम करता हूँ उनके अराउंड ही होगा, यानी कि कोई न्यू गेम का आ जाएगा वैसा नहीं भाई। जो भी गेम्स हम स्ट्रीम करते हैं उससे रिलेटेड ही आएगी। और मोर पीपी वीडियोस भी विल ट्राई टू अपलोड, ठीक है। द मोर वी प्ले द मोर वीडियोस वी अपलोड। चलो, डोंट गो, आई कांट लिव विदाउट यू। दैट इज साउंडिंग सो रॉन्ग निंजा भाई। भाई I'll be back tomorrow, okay, don't worry. चलो guys, make sure to like this stream everybody, okay, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. और वीडियो देख लेना अगर नहीं देखा है किसी ने हमारी आज की वीडियो। हमने कुछ ट्राई किया है नया, कमेंट कर सकते हो अगर कुछ चेंज वगैरह करना हो तो। आई एम ओपन टू सजेशंस, वीडियो के कमेंट कर दो इफ़ यू वांट लाइक कुछ चेंज वेंज करना हो तो, ठीक है। विल लुक ओवर दैट ऑल्सो, ओपन टू सजेशंस इन दैट वीडियो गाइस, ठीक है। चलो, बाय निंजा, बाय टीन, बाय पेन, who else is in chat guys, by XYZ, by subscribe if you're watching, और Zion तो ऑलरेडी चला गया है। Bye Omar bro, you're in the chat watching. Chalo, bye bye guys, if I missed anyone, bye bye to all. I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening, ठीक है। चलो, till then stay safe, take care and keep grinding guys. Good night and peace out.